The Imperial outpost has fallen. With daring, speed, and violence of action, Han Solo's raiders have overwhelmed the small outpost defenses and sent their reinforcements running back into the forest. Chewbacca now has control of a mighty Imperial walker, and the rebels even captured an ISB operative alive. Now, the raiders make their way towards a nearby Imperial landing pad, hoping to disrupt their flight operations and assist the rebel fleet fighting for their lives in orbit.
The rebel fleet has been engaged. The Emperor's trap is sprung, and now all forces are needed to ensure the rebels cannot escape. On the ground, General Veers scrambles the TIE fighters on his small airbase to support the main Imperial fleet. As the last squadron of Imperial aces is being prepared, the warning sirens sound. Rebel forces are approaching rapidly, with a stolen Imperial walker no less. The general takes his position behind the front line and tells his men to be steady. They are the best legion in the Empire, he reminds them, and they will hold the line. Just like all the games in this campaign, this scenario will be played out on a 4-foot by 4-foot board. This one containing an Imperial landing pad loaded with 3 TIE fighters as well as 2 bunker access doors, a defensive wall, a cliff face, and a hill that will serve as the rebels' only access to the main base. Imperial forces are distributed throughout this base with overlapping lanes of fire that will make the rebels' lives extremely difficult. The primary Imperial objective is to protect the TIE fighters for 5 full rounds, until they can take off and join the fleet in orbit. If the rebels are able to destroy the fighters on the ground, the aces manning them will be sorely missed in the fleet battle to come. Each fighter has 5 health, and each one that is destroyed will reduce the hit points of the ace squadron in the next game, so each fighter must be defended. Additionally, this airbase contains an access terminal with a direct connection to the Imperial fleet. If the rebels were able to access it, they would be able to learn the fleet's objectives, and possibly even send false orders and cause confusion on the ship's bridges. To prevent this, General Veers and his defenders must prevent the rebels from reaching the access terminal and stop them from slicing into it. To aid in their defense, the Imperial forces have some unique stratagems. Like the last round, the Imperial forces will have access to the Reconfigure faction-wide equip card. This enables them to have units of the same type combine their squads up to 6 troopers in order to increase the longevity of the unit, and remove an order token from play while doing so. Additionally, they will have a way to use these removed order tokens with their other stratagem, Reinforcements. Reinforcements will allow the Imperials once per round to respawn up to 2 full squads of Stormtrooper Corps units as soon as the order tokens are available to do so, allowing them to bring even more troopers into the fight as it progresses. The Imperial army composition is built to utilize these stratagems as much as possible, so without delay, here's the Imperial look. Commanding the Imperial forces on the air platform is the decorated General Veers. He is equipped with the command upgrade cards, improvised orders, and the commanding presence for precise control of the conflict. His garrison of stormtroopers fills the base with a balanced complement of DLT-19 blasters and HH-12 rocket launchers, manning the walls and rushing forth from the interior of the base. To provide cover and firepower, the Imperials will be utilizing a heavily armed platform stationed with E-webs, each equipped with the barrage generator upgrade cards. These will be key in defending the choke point the rebel forces will be advancing throughout the match. These units are also joined by special forces stationed to ensure victory. The Imperial Scout Sniper Team waits on the edges of the map, equipped with the Hunter upgrade card for targeted strikes on the rebel leadership, as well as Death Troopers led by the Specialist F-16, serving as the backline defense for the installation, watching over the Commander and the TIE Fighters on the launch pad. And now we move on to the rebel outfit for this game, presented to you, as always, by Lore Master Austin. Han Solo knows this Imperial airbase will be a tough nut to crack, but Akbar needs intel, and this airbase has the connection necessary to get it. And stopping a few fighters from taking off wouldn't hurt either. To make sure they get it done, Han Solo is bringing along all the best rebel fighters on Endor, including his fellow general, Princess Leia. The rebel raiders will have access to one particularly strong unique stratagem this game, Command Team. 3 times on non-consecutive turns, the rebels may play 2 command cards simultaneously, gaining the full benefits of both cards. The command pips of the played cards will be averaged out for the purposes of determining initiative, and to ensure there will be enough cards in the deck to make use of this ability, the rebels will be bringing along 1 additional card of each pip level in their command deck. This stratagem should allow the rebels considerable opportunities for synergy with their generally excellent command cards, and if used well, this stratagem should give them the edge they need to win this literally uphill battle.
Commanding the Raiders is the iconic pairing of Han Solo and Leia Organa. Han is equipped with Vigilance, up close and personal, and environmental gear, and Leia is equipped with Vigilance, improvised orders, and a portable scanner to help make the best use of her take cover ability. Joining them is the mighty Chewbacca, who will be without upgrades for this deployment, as the hijacked walker he's piloting should be providing all of the firepower he needs for the entire fight. Deployed in a flanking position, the Rebels will be bringing 2 squads of Rebel commandos equipped with ascension cables to allow them to attack straight up the cliff the Imperials are using to funnel the Rebels into a kill box. Since they'll be far from Rebel commanders, they will also be bringing along long-range comm links, offensive push, and fragmentation grenades in order to cause maximum disruption to the Imperial flanks. Additionally, one squad will be bringing along a DH-447 sniper rifle for added firepower, and the other will be bringing a proton-charged saboteur to hopefully destroy some Imperial ties. Finally, the Rebels will be bringing 4 squads of Rebel troopers, one armed with an MPL-57 ion launcher, an extra Rebel trooper, prepared supplies, and smoke grenades, and the other 3 armed with Z6 miniguns, extra troopers, prepared supplies, and frag grenades. Hopefully this force has what it takes to take these Imperial nerf herders down. For the Rebellion!
Now that the game is set, it's time to continue this campaign and find out who will win the battle for Endor. Alright everybody, welcome to Game 3 of the Star Wars narrative campaign, Battle for Endor. Super exciting, this one. This is probably my favorite map that we've made so far.
I do love it. I love the cliffs. I love the hill. I'm worried about the hill, but I do love the hill.
It looks cool. It looks fantastic.
Got the landing pad. Got these TIE fighters. It's very dramatic.
Yeah. So today we're going to be battling for the airbase. You heard all the army composition and the general objectives of what's going on from the intro, but I just want to talk about just how neat it all is. I really like the redeploy, and I think the 2-card challenging thing is going to be a big issue for me.
I think it's a wonderful Rebel campaign strategy. I mean, we're probably going to continue to use that one in any Rebel game, realistically.
Multiple narrative campaigns.
It fits their playstyle.
Yeah. That being said, though, is there anything about this game that you're particularly excited about?
Well, the last game we did, I loved it because it was a Rebel Thunder run. I got to stomp my way through that Imperial outpost with limited difficulty. But, I mean, I know it was kind of a fluke, but it was also somewhat more of a design feature in that map, just based on how close I was to the original door. This time, not so much. I'm a little concerned about how far I have to go before I'm in the base. I looked at it, I mapped it out. It's going to take me a full 2 rounds just to enter the base.
Yeah.
And that's 2 rounds where I'm being shot and unable to really return any kind of meaningful fire. And I'm not looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot harder on the Rebels to get into the facility this time. Unlike last time, you just kind of walked over me and actually used the defenses against me.
Just go through the door.
You walked straight through. This one, it's a lot harder. You have to go through a choke point. Although I see that you have some guys off to the side there.
I have another team.
Yeah, you'll probably be finding a way around that, I'm sure. For me, my favorite part is actually just the amazing detail that we've gotten so far. It's not necessarily any game mechanic of this game. I just really like my TIE fighters.
I like looking at it.
I just like looking at it, if I'm honest.
Well, all right, let's be honest about Wargaming. Like, just a real quick aside here. Most of Wargaming is painting the little plastic pieces and looking at it and not playing it. So it's not bad that you enjoy that particular facet of the game, because you get to do more of that than anything else.
That's most of my work here.
This map's been here for, what, a week?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, we've been working on this for a while.
So, I mean, you got to enjoy it for the whole week.
That's true. All right, well, pleasantries aside, let's go ahead and get straight into our command cards for this one. I think I'll start off. I mean, I have a pretty obvious command card I have to play here at the beginning. I have General Veers as my commander, which oddly enough, I've never actually played with, despite the fact that he was the first expansion commander I ever got. But I finally am playing with Veers now, and I'm going to be using his 1-pip maximum firepower card, because all your guys are really far away, and his card only works if you're really far away.
I knew you would be doing that, and I have another card that I couldn't come up with a good use for, except for in this particular case. I'll be using Han Solo's 3-pip change of plans card, which means I will be choosing to discard that now, and we're going back to the command stage.
All right.
I can't have my ATST taking more fire than it's already going to this round.
Yeah. All right, let's do it again.
Try again.
All right, we got our new command cards. Let's get straight into it. I am going to be playing my 2-pip card, Push, generic, just getting it out of the way, 2 orders.
I am also playing a 2-pip card. General Leia's No Time for Sorrows, which allows me to push 2 units forward 1 distance of movement, which I think is definitely useful in this particular case.
That is actually very useful. All right, let's get into a roll-off.
Okay, it's time for that roll-off.
Yep.
So we've got our red dice. Do you want blocks or blanks?
Yeah, I'm the Empire, baby. I'm always blocks. Let's go for it. Here we go. Blocks.
Blocks, that means you have the initiative.
Yes, indeed. All right, let's go ahead and lay out my stuff.
Yeah, let's issue those commands.
Okay, so the most important aspect of my army that I need to control is the front line. This time, I'm doing that. Yes, I know last time I didn't have any luck when it came to the draw, but this time I'm gonna screw luck. I'm setting my orders right on my 2 forward-most units to lay out some firepower to the rebels before they get annihilated.
And for me, the question is trying to make sure I have survivability with my main forces, so I'm going to be issuing an order to Leia and 1 core unit of my selection. And it's going to be that core unit for special reasons.
Okay, so you're moving up some guys.
Yep, after issuing those 2 orders, I do get to move up the units. Leia here is going to just start heading up the hill. I know she's leaving her cover to do this, but it's valuable. We need to do it. And then these troopers right there, they'll get right behind her. Right behind you, Commander. Just fill them in to this area, like that. A whole squad of them, all out there in the open. Move that to there. Whoop. That's the problem with hills. Things slide around. Okay. Special reasons.
Okay, now, temptation is calling me. I could just open fire on his special reasons with my forward unit right over here, but they have a rocket launcher, and there is a tank right there that needs a blast in. So I think what my forward defense unit is going to do is they're going to take aim, and they're going to shoot everything, and I believe they are in range already, at this ATST right there, because boy do I need that thing to die. It has like what, 11 HP if I'm not mistaken.
It has a bunch.
Let's go ahead and blow that up real quick.
Concentrate firepower on that tank.
Alright, so, for this attack pool, I have my E11s, which adds up to just white dice, and then I have my HH rocket launcher, which is 3 black dice, impact 3. I also have precise 1 on this, so when I roll aim, I get to reroll 3 dice. You guys are becoming more familiar with this as we go, but here we go. Do you have any other notes?
No, just that the Empire has amazingly good anti-armor capabilities for originally being designed to go up against a faction that had no tanks.
That's very true, very true. Alright, but let's go ahead and dish out some pain to Chewbacca in my stolen ATST. Okay, so the whites are doing exactly what I figured they would do. So I need to re-roll 3 of these, set these 2 aside. They are pointless for now. Let's go ahead and roll that out. Okay, so now it's all hits, but now we're impact 3 is just going to turn these ones into crits, and because of the armor of the ATST, these 2 are going to be blocked. So that is 4 hits against the ATST with white armor saves, I'll have you know.
4 hits, that's hard. Okay, so unlike a regular ATST, Chewbacca does have surge to block, so I'm rolling 4 t-shirt saves with a slight extra chance. I should say that normally the ATST would be untargetable with Chewbacca piloting it because his ATST card has incognito on it, but we felt, given the circumstances of the battle, that was unrealistic. So we took that card, we took that keyword away from him.
There is, in fact, a swarm of rebels pushing up with the vehicle.
Yeah,
so
any
it's kind of hard.
Imperial commander who looks at that and goes, yes, that's on our side, he deserves what happens to him.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's go ahead and see. Maybe that's who they had commanding on Endor. Just Commander Dummy.
Yep.
4 saves, 1 of which is actually made, which is better than my regular rating, so that's 3 damage going through.
Take that walker down. Hooah!
Ooh, okay, that's
that's 3 damage to my ATST. It's okay, I have 11 health, but that's still not fun for me. So I've got these guys up here, and they were supposed to do their special funny thing, haha. However, because that unit fired first, it's not as useful anymore. So I'm going to try something else. I'm going to pull from the pile, and we're going to see what I'm able to get. What did I get?
You got a core unit.
Core unit. That's okay. I've got core units for days. That's fine. We'll burn this initiative, and we'll just move on. I'm going to move up these troopers on the side here. They're heading towards the wall. That's it.
Viva la resistance! Hey, hey, ho, ho! Palpatine's got to go!
Okay, so back to me. I'm going to just do what I planned to do and activate my next forward unit up here. And I see some special forces guys who are out in the open over there, and I think I need to take some shots at them because I don't know what they're up to, but I don't like it. So let's go shoot them.
Hold your ground.
Okay, so I'm going to be targeting the guys on the right side there. So I'm going to be shooting my E11's white dice and then my DLT-19 2 red dice. This guy's the most important guys. And then we get to re-roll 3 dice if we miss, which with white dice, most likely. So let's go ahead and roll it out, and I was correct. That's 3 hits so far though. Let's re-roll these guys right there and hopefully deal some more carnage out. And no, of course that was 3 blank. So that's gonna be 3 hits against your guys there, Austin.
No prepared supplies for these guys. They don't have any cover because of their position in the open right now, so I'm just rolling 3 saves. They are commandos, so they have surge to block. That's about all they have going for them. And that's 1. I'm actually rolling the likely amount of saves this time.
Yes.
2 of them die.
Great shooting. Mow down.
Ouch, 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 ouch. Okay, that hurts. It's only 2 units off, but that team only had 10 total, so that's already 20% casualties. But luckily there's not a whole lot that can shoot at me anymore, so I'm gonna try the draw pool again. Let's see what I get. What do I got?
Special forces.
Special forces. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm gonna go with the guys who just got shot. They have 2 courage, so I don't need to worry about the suppression. And I'm going to go ahead and soften up those targets on the top of the wall right there before moving up to the cliff face for special reasons.
Target acquired. Right away, sir.
Okay, since 2 of my guys are dead, that means I've got 2 A280s left and 1 DH-447 sniper rifle, so that's going to be 3 black and a white. This has Pierce, Sharpshooter 1, Surge to hit, and it does not have high velocity, but you don't have dodge anyway, so who cares?
Nope.
Hope for the best. That is 3 hits, which I will take.
Alright, so cover is going to go ahead and reduce 1 of those, so it's only 2 blocks that I need to make, and that's 2 red dice with the stormtroopers. No surge to defend or anything like that, but red dice are elite. Watch this. That's 2 blocks.
It's still Pierce 1. Still Pierce 1.
Okay, one dead.
Sniper.
Move out. Let's go. Hold up.
Alright, so I don't necessarily mind that I lost a stormtrooper pretty early on because I have that redeploy thing, so I actually kind of want guys to die so that way I can get more guys back. It's a weird strategy. I'm going to have to start throwing things. But for now, I don't have any control of my army. So let's just draw from the top of the order pool here and find out what it is.
That's Commander.
Oh, that's the commander.
That's Veers.
Oh, okay. So Veers is positioned right up here, everybody. Now, my thing that I can do this turn is I'm just going to focus. I'm going to check. I'm pretty sure he has Spotter 2.
He can
but
Spotter,
the
yeah.
problem is 2 of my forward guys have already gone. This guy's in range, and Spotter 2 only has a range of 1. Oh, these guys are suppressed now, if I'm not mistaken, right?
That is true. They are technically suppressed. Not that that matters.
Okay, so that's good. It's range 1 to 2, so all I have to do is in my turn within range 2 of those guys, and I just remove that suppression right away. It doesn't matter. They're not going again. It's just I like to keep track of things like that in my head. So what I'm going to do...
really bad at suppressing.
it's very true. What I'm going to do this turn is I'm going to move Veers over here best I can, and I'm just going to give these guys an aim token with Spotter. So that way, when they shoot, because they're going to be able to shoot at that ATST in a moment here, because this rocket launcher has a hefty range to it. So that's what I'm gonna do this turn.
For the Empire! Move, move! Cover me!
Okay, time to draw from the pile. That is going to be a
Core unit.
Core unit. I'm happy with the core unit. These guys next to Han Solo here are just going to move up and join the rest of their buddies in the assault team closer to the cliff face.
Hey, leave some for the rest of us. Yeehaw!
Okay, his guys are pushing up pretty far, but there's nothing that I can visibly see in terms of his troopers at this point. So I'm gonna go ahead. I have to draw from my order pool.
You are a tool.
I am a tool. I got a core unit. So just like I said earlier, these guys right here have that rocket launcher that I need to fire off now. It's the weapon of my choice, and I'm going to be taking a shot, range 4. Yes,
Yeah,
just in
range.
range. With my rocket launcher.
That's terrible.
All right, 3 black dice, impact 3, and I have an aim token, and as a stormtrooper, I get to reroll 3. So, we're hoping for just hits that convert to crits. That's all I need. And 2 of them are there. Reroll 1 with the aim token given to me by my commander, which is still a blank. So these convert into 2 criticals. And Austin, you have 2 saves to make.
We can make a save, right? I mean, it's only a 1 in 3 chance with Chewbacca. Well, no. That's my white dice performance on average. It's fine. 2 more hits.
Take the shot on the tank.
Right away, sir.
Rebel scum.
Okay, and now that they've fired, I think I want to move on, I guess?
Actually, you fired the rocket launcher this round.
Oh, right, the cumbersome keyword. Yeah, that's the biggest flaw of the Imperial rocket launcher. But, I mean, I'm still happy. I think what I'll do instead is I'll just have them dodge. I could have theoretically aimed twice, huh? But I think I'd rather just swap that for dodge and then end my turn right there. I mean, they're in a good covered position. It's just I don't want them to get hurt by anything, and I don't think they will. But, oh well.
Probably not. They're probably fine.
No, I don't think anything's getting near those guys.
Okay, my turn. Let's draw from the pool again. I'm gonna go with... That is a Special Forces. I don't really want a Special Forces. Okay, I'm gonna use something I brought along. Leia has improvised orders, which means I can shuffle this back into the pool and draw again. The next draw is...
That is Chewbacca.
Chewbacca. Okay. That's arguably worse. You know what? He's gonna end up. He's gonna move up that hill. He's got to get up that hill sooner rather than later, and I'm gonna move him up there and start opening fire.
Down! Get down!
Okay, Chewbacca tank. I went through a lot of effort to get this tank. All right, I'm firing off the main gun first. We're firing at the forward E-web. That's going to be 2 red, 2 black, 2 white. I have impact on this, but that doesn't matter because they don't have armor. Just really good armor saves. So we're going to be firing that off right now. They do have cover from that position, so the first 2 are being negated, but I'm still hopeful. Fire! Okay, I do have surge to hit, I think. Could be surge to crit.
You have surge to crit.
Surge to crit. That's useful because that means that these are going straight through the cover. That's 2 hits going through.
Okay, E-webs. They're sturdy. They have 4 health. However, no surge to defend or anything like that. They're just like the normal stormtroopers. So let's roll 2 red dice. And that is 1 went through, 1 blocked.
Dude, did you roll statistically average?
I know, weird, right? Normally I roll above that.
Okay, and thanks to Arsenal 2, I still get to fire one other weapon off. I'm going to be firing off my grenade launcher, which is 2 black and has blast. We're putting that into the first rocket troop forward up there. So, let's see what we get. Okay, that's 1 crit. That's all that's going through, surge to crit.
Okay, 1 red armor save. That is a surge. That is not a block. That is 1 stormtrooper iced by the blasting grenade launcher.
Well, it is an ACST.
Yeah, makes sense. got some guys. My guys are a little hurt, but that's okay with me. Let's go ahead and just draw from my order pool, see what I get. Core unit. Okay, so I've got 3 other core units that haven't gone yet. I think what I'm gonna do is start the preparation of moving up this unit, so that way next turn my rocket launcher can actually even shoot because of that cumbersome keyword. So let's go ahead and do that.
That's a fair point.
Join the Empire, they said. See the galaxy. Right.
Okay, I mean, frankly, it was kind of dumb of me not to do this a second ago, but I'm actually going to go ahead and activate Leia now, because she's right here, and if I move her up a little bit and then shoot, I can take some of these guys off the wall. She's got sharpshooter, good pierce. I probably should have done that first.
Put a scare in them, Chewie. Careful, you're the biggest target here. From now on, you do as I tell you, okay?
Okay, Leia's sporting pistol is 3 black dice. She has sharpshooter 2, so she ignores the heavy cover, and she has pierce 1. Never mess with Leia. Well, unless you roll badly. 1 hit. And you can roll your armor save, but it's pierce 1
pierced,
anyway.
so it blocks, but it pierced.
You rolled it and pierced.
Yep. I just like to know that my average is still really up there.
I see you! You must surrender at once!
Alrighty, then let's go ahead and get into my turn. Once again, I'm at the mercy of my draw pool. Let's see what it is. That is a support unit, which means that is going to be one of my E-webs over here. Let's go ahead and put it on the forward E-web right there. So, I don't think I can see literally anything. So what he's going to do, very quickly, is he's going to take an aim, and then he's going to take a standby, and he's going to wait to see if any rebels are ballsy enough to come forward towards him, because he has a standby range of 3. So that's going to be his turn.
Hostile ahead.
Okay, I'm going to use my other prepared guy. These guys didn't get to do their funny stuff that they had earlier, but they might do it again later. So I'm just going to move them along that line right there.
Let me check.
Let's check the range.
Yep, let's
I know you're
check
waiting
the
I
range.
know you're waiting to see. That is in range.
Yep.
You want to activate your standby from that position?
Yes, I would totally like to, because if I get low, I don't know, you guys won't probably be able to see this. He's pretty out there.
There's no way he doesn't have cover from that.
If you would like to check, you can go ahead and check, but I think it's only his toes.
Yeah, alright.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and activate these guys. Stand by to open fire. Okay, so the other thing that I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna activate my barrage generator right now. So I'm gonna add 2 more white attack dice to this, and then it adds the suppressive keyword, which is important for this because I don't want them to be able to make their next action. So let's go ahead and open fire on these guys. I have my aim token from my previous setup, so let's go ahead and open fire. Oh wow, that's not a lot of hits. That's only 2 hits. I'm gonna go ahead and re-roll. These guys don't have precise, so they have normal aim. I'm gonna re-roll the 2 black dice. Let's get these white ones out of here, and let's see if I can get another hit. I believe they do have surge to hit. I'm gonna verify. Surge to crit, apparently. I mean, it doesn't really change much, but that is 3 hits against the rebels there. Do they have prepared supplies?
They do.
Alright, so you're gonna go ahead and activate that one?
I definitely will.
Okay, for the sake of my mental health, I'm removing the white dice from the pool there because it looks lame. But that means that you still have 2 hits to roll saves for.
Okay, the rebel prepared supplies defends them a little bit, but now I need to block the entire rest of this if I'm going to keep my turn. So, no, that's standard rebel saves. 2 guys die, and most importantly, they immediately gain 2 suppression tokens from that shot, which is going to stop my turn dead because I'm out of activation.
Objective acquired.
Incoming!
Heck yes, I love stopping a turn in the middle of its turn. That has never happened to me before. I'm very excited about that. But let's keep this Imperial train rolling, shall we? Let's go ahead and activate. Oh, that is another core unit. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate these guys over here, and I'm just going to move them as far forward as I possibly can to set up for potentially stuffing the hole next time.
Move out. Let's go.
I'm not upset about the move. I'm upset about the canceled move. That's going to be draw from the order tokens. What do I get?
That's your commander, which is
Han Solo. Han, you're my only hope. Let's go ahead and move him up. He's got to go up there because we need him to immediately be able to start shooting. I'm actually going to do a double move. Move him there. And there. He's got steady. So we're going to be able to fire from that position.
Going in. Hope this works.
Okay, so Han is rolling 2 red dice with sharpshooter 1, so if I roll 2 hits, then it will go through. He does have pierce 2, so anything he shoots goes through. And that is going to be 2 hits. 1 goes through.
Nothing personal.
Okay, once again, let's go into the draw pool. Let's go ahead and draw the top one.
Special forces.
Special forces. Okay, so I have 2 special forces units. I got my snipers off on the side here, and I've got my death troopers down here in the middle. I think I want to keep the snipers alive just in case. I don't think actually you can move into range, so these guys are pretty much just useless there anyways. But I'd rather move my death troopers into an optimized position, but I want to keep them in reserve. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move them once over here behind these boxes there, so that way they're covered from the direction of the primary force, and I'm just going to keep them there.
Okay, let's check my draw pool. I've got
Core unit.
core. There's only 1 core unit left. He's just going to double move up there. Pretty simple.
Move out! Let's go! Back me up!
Okay, so he's moving up. I can't really do anything about it. Pretty much everybody beyond the range of here has activated. So let's go ahead and just draw the top.
That's the other E-web.
The other E-web. Yeah, I don't think there is anything in range of this E-web there. I guess I just have to kind of forego my turn, and I'll take a standby because I like it. And
just in case I have teleportation.
Just in case you can teleport, you never know. And I'm gonna dodge because that's fine.
Hold your position.
Okay, last token in the draw pool. I know what it is. It's my last special forces unit. They, right here, they got improvised orders before, but now it's their turn to move. I'm thinking I'm going to charge them up into the cliff wall, and I have grenades.
Mount up! Follow me! Go! 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 Engaging.
Oh, I should say, those guys are equipped with ascension cables. That's their special trick that they pulled. That's how come I'm able to go right up the cliff face like that. They just free climb right up there. It doesn't cost them any actions or anything. It's part of their move. So they are at the top now. Oh, why am I grabbing black dice? Because the other trick I have is frag grenades. So I'm going to be rolling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red dice against his frontline stormtrooper unit. Sharpshooter 1 with grenades. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 hits going through there. I did not aim or do anything of the sort, so that is what I've got. Sharpshooter does negate some of the cover, but not all of it, which means one of these is getting knocked off. That is 3 saves you have to make.
All right, 3 saves from those grenades. Brutal stuff here. Let's go ahead and roll that out. 2 of them are blocked. 1 of them goes through.
Check your sides! Medic!
Okay, keeping this train rolling. Let's go ahead and draw from the pool.
Special forces.
Special forces. It's my snipers. There's nothing on the planet that they can shoot right now. So they are going to dodge. There you go.
Okay, well I'm out of initiative. It's rare to see the rebels getting out-activated by the Empire, but it's happening here. So you again.
Oh, okay. Last order. I know what this is. This is my core unit. This unit over here. I just knocked over.
Destroyed the comms beacon.
It's fine.
That's cheating. I'm supposed to need that.
So these guys, they actually can see those guys right there, but I want to clear my spawn point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have them move, and then I'm going to have them shoot.
Go, go, go!
Rebel, take him out! Get the rebel! They're trying to flank us!
Alright, 2 red, 5 white. No aim. Let's do this. Surge to hit. Boom, boom. Cover. You have heavy cover. Do you have low profile?
I do.
Okay, so that removes 3. 1 hit.
1 hit?
1 hit.
I can make this.
Come on, 1 armor save. 1 armor save is all I need. Rebels.
Take the shot.
Alrighty, I think that is every single activation on the board. How you feeling?
Fine, let's get into the wrap-up stuff.
After the first round of combat, the rebels find themselves in the gunbox sights of the Empire. Imperial units took minor attrition from the ATST and rebel commandos, but the push forward past the installation's defenses is about to reach a pivotal point.
How do you think that round went? I think pretty good, mostly.
Pretty good.
I mean, I kind of got a little bloody, a bloody nose over there, but I took less damage than I was expecting coming forward, except for from that one first rocket launcher.
That first rocket launcher was elite.
Really well.
It was really good. All right, well, I think this time let's just get straight into our command cards. Well, let's start off with you this time. I didn't win.
Okay, well, this time, you know what I got to do. I'm going to use my special Rebel Narrative Campaign strategy, which allows me to play 2 command cards this round, because I really need to in order to make some progress in this. I think I flubbed it a little bit last round with my command card selection and my unit selection, and I got to do better this time.
Okay. Well, what are your cards you drawing?
I'll be taking Chewbacca's card, Brains and Brawn, as well as Leia's card, Somebody Has to Save Our Skins. It's a 3-pip and a 2-pip, averaged out for a 2.5 pip.
Okay.
So I'll lose if you pick a 2, and I'll win if you pick a 3.
No issues here. I picked my 1-pip, maximum firepower. I'm actually going to be able to play this card this time. And
are you going to use maximum firepower?
Yes. So I did a little trick last time. I don't know if you noticed or not, but I moved Veers back a little bit. And I moved him in such a way where, guess what's in range 4?
He's still in range 4 of the ATST.
Of the ATST.
So I used the Han Solo Change of Plans card for basically no reason.
Yeah, and now I get to utilize my special ability. I'm just gonna lay some waste.
Ouch. Well, let's get into that.
I'm going first. Alright, mine's real easy. I've got Veers right here. Here's this token. Place that down. Let's get into it.
Okay, mine's slightly more complicated. So, the command cards I chose, because I have this weird double thing, I actually give an order to Leia twice, which you can't do, so I am wasting one of my orders given out. But otherwise, I get to do Leia. Oh, that's Han. Leia and Chewbacca. They both get orders. And then I get Leia again and 2 units. Just 2 units, so I'm going to pick Han. And then I have long-range comm links on my Special Forces guys, so I'm going to pick that team up there at the top of the wall. So between that, it gives me most of the control of my army. It means that I have 4 core units and Special Forces left in this pile, somewhere like that. And I feel pretty good about the control. I'm only worried about not having initiative right now. Okay, so... to start things off, the rally step of Veers' turn, because I am in fact activating him. Within range 1 to 2 is my forward unit up here. They have 2 suppression tokens currently, and Veers has Inspire 1. So I'm going to go ahead and remove 1 of those suppression tokens off them, so that way they're not panicked. Nice.
And then Veers is going to go ahead and do his aiming ability. What's it called? Spotter 2. I can only, I think only 1 unit is in range 1. I wish these guys were a little closer, but they're not. It's only these guys. Gonna go ahead and give them an aim token again. And then I'm going to end my turn just like that. Dodge token on Veers. Might as well, because the rally thing is completely separate. Give myself a dodge. Ending my turn at range 4 of the ATST. And I'm going to open up fire with my command card. 4 red against the ATST.
Target, maximum firepower.
A thought occurred to me while I was prepping that. I'm not going to dodge. This counts as a weapon attack, which means I'm going to aim. because I'm out of range of everything anyways. I might as well get some aim on this weapon here. It's an Impact 3 weapon, so it's pretty sturdy at taking out tanks. Which, what's up with the Empire and having anti-tank stuff against a group with no tanks? I'm super happy you have a tank though, because it means I get to do something here. So let's go ahead and open fire. Okay, I don't think... Wait, he uses the weapon.
He uses the weapon.
Let me read his stuff.
It means that it benefits. It's the same thing as like Leia's thing, where he gets to have cover and everything, but it gets his surges.
He has surge to crit.
Surge
which
to
means
crit. So Impact 3 is 4. You don't even need the aim.
Turns that into 4. I don't even need that aim.
Okay. 4 saves.
Alright.
Alright, well thankfully Chewbacca does have surge to defend, unlike a regular ATST, but still, 4 is not fun. Statistically, I should get at least one of these. But statistics don't like me, so that's 4 misses.
Wow.
The rebels will break under our boot! Those who die today die heroes!
Okay, so now he's done 9 damage to my ATST, which only has 11 health, first of all, so it's pretty close to death now. And he's done more than my 8 resilience value, which means now it's time to roll the damage dice. They're all bad, so I guess we'll just see what we get. Okay, it's a block result. That's the damage result, so it's going to be now whenever I activate him, I have to roll a white dice to see if I get to actually use the tank or not.
Yep.
That round. I don't know. They're all bad, so what do I care?
It is now your turn.
I'm not a fan of that at all. Okay, that's very, very wounded. I'm going to move the ATST now. I'm going to activate it. I have a command token on it. Let's activate the ATST right now and see if I can get both my actions or not, because I'm going to die if I don't. You're going to kill me. It takes 1 rocket launcher and I'm dead at this point.
True.
Okay, let's go for it. Okay, so white defense die. I have to roll either a surge or a block. If I roll any blanks, if I roll a blank, then I only get 1 activation, 1 action, this activation, and that's really going to hurt. So I've got to roll something. Come on. Rebel saves. Okay. I have a chance. Okay, first thing tank's gonna have to do, tank's gonna have to move. So let's put the tank up the hill, right there. Don't worry, hon, you'll be fine. Just stick, oh, this thing's slidey. Okay, don't worry about the damage, I'll pick it back up again. Oh boy. Oh, knocking things over. Right up the hill. It's a slope, what do you want?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, so now it's time to attack with this ATSD before it's gone. I've got Arsenal 2. And, oh, by the way, one other thing. I do have Inspire, too, on Chewbacca, so I am taking that suppression token off. On his ATST form, he has Inspire. But I'm going to be firing off my primary cannon, my big twin cannon, at the far E-Web. Try and do as much damage to them as I can. And I'm going to fire off my light twin blaster cannon at the near E-Web. They're within range, too. And they don't have cover anymore because the ATST is a tall chicken.
Heavens no, it's very tall.
That is a tall chicken walker. And it's going to be firing down into those E-webs. I'm going to try and take out those guns as quickly as I reasonably can. I don't like them. They're suppressive. They stop my turns while I'm doing them, and I don't want that happening anymore. So we're going to do what we can against that. Okay, far cannon first. We're firing the big cannon at the E-Web on the far side. That's going to be 2 red, 2 black, and 2 white die. No aim, no nothing. So roll 2 hits.
My God. Okay, wow.
You're alright, you're up.
Wow.
I was not expecting that, so let me just get this garbage out of the way. Because what else can I call it? Alright, so, wow. Only 2 hits. I like that. E-Webs, normal stormtroopers, here we go. That's 2 blocks. What the
It's a very heavily damaged walker.
I guess so. Alright, well, the far guys survive.
Okay, close gun. You gotta do something here, Chewbacca. I've got a red, a white, and a black impact, but that doesn't matter. They have no cover, no aim. This is just straight roll. 1 hit.
1 dice. Here we go. That's out of the box.
In the box.
That's a search. That's a damage. That's a damage goes through. They do not have search to defend.
Hey, 1 damage off of my
One
tank's
damage.
whole turn.
How many dice was that?
That was 11 dice, 1 damage. That seems pretty reasonable for me.
Take cover. I'm hit.
Alright, so after that surprisingly weak attack from the ATST, I have no orders out there, so let's just draw from the top of my pool.
Core unit.
Core unit, that's statistically on point. I do in fact have 6 of those out there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate this unit over here that I prepped last time with their rocket launcher, and the tank just walked up the hill. It only has, what, 2 HP, 3
Yeah,
HP?
2 HP left.
No, 3. Right, no, I've done 9.
9
You're right.
11,
2 HP left. So I'm pretty sure that if I just aim and fire, I can kill that ATSD, no problem.
Enemy sighted.
Alright, you know the drill. Impact 3 from the rocket launcher, white dice for everything else, reroll 3 dice on aim. Let's do this! Okay, there's 1 crit. This is a surge to hit. Then let's re-roll these 3 dice. I'm gonna set all of my guys that are gonna hit aside real quick. That way I don't bump into them. I don't wanna mess that up. Let's go ahead and roll these guys. That's gonna be a surge to hit. This one's a blank. That one is a crit, which means these 3 convert into crits from the impact 3, making that 5 hits against the ATST and 1 big volley.
I mean, I don't know what the point of me rolling these is right now. I'd have to roll 4 successes on a 1/3 chance out of 5.
Let's see though. There is a chance.
What do you want me to say? I got 1
You got 1.
out of 5.
Yeah, but I believe that is enough
That's a dead
to
ATST.
take out the ATST. Big volley
It's
from
enough
the
to take out the
boys.
ATST twice right now. At least it doesn't do any rollover damage on Chewbacca. We already talked about this.
Correct.
Chewbacca does come out unscathed. I just don't have a tank.
Yep. All right, let's get that cinematic shot.
The tank is ready to go down.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, that didn't work. You know, I went to all the effort last game of steamrolling the Empire and getting that tank in pristine condition, and it just fell over as it walked up the hill. It fired off its... I guess Chewbacca in this one, it's the first time he stole a tank, and he doesn't know how to shoot the guns on the tank, so it did nothing as it walked up the hill.
Pretty hard.
This time I'm going to go ahead and activate Leia. Send her up the hill, maximum speed, gets to there, and I'm going to have her shoot wherever she can shoot. Does that get her in range of the E-Web? I'll take the
Yes,
E-Web.
indeed.
I want that gone. It's only absorbed 2 full rounds of fire from an ATST, and now it's going to be taking Leia, so it better die this time.
Target spotted! Get to work! You see that? Ready weapons!
Okay, so Brains and Brawn card activates now. This is the thing that I do actually have as a Rebel stratagem. I'm going to be adding Chewbacca's Bowcaster to Leia's attack, so that's going to be 3 black die, 2 red, 2 white, Pierce 2 from the 2 weapons, Sharpshooter 1 from Leia. Sharpshooter 2 from Leia, so I'm ignoring cover. So that's going to be, if I hit these guys twice on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dice, they die.
Well, we know how well that went with the ATST though.
Yeah, we do know how well that went on the ATST, but it better happen this time. Fire! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Pierce 2.
They're dead.
They're dead.
Oh, it only took massive overkill.
As we planned!
Okay, so double command card time. It should be Sam's turn right now, but thanks to Somebody Has to Save Our Skins, which is another command card I also have active right now, thanks to my double command card Rebel campaign stratagem, I get to activate another unit. The only one who's eligible is Han, so I'm going to be activating Mr. Han Solo here, and he's going to be running forward and doing his best impression of
himself and taking out a few stormtroopers. Hopefully he can do something.
Out of the way! Watch this! Who's first? I've got him, I think.
They're not paying us enough for this.
Okay, we're going to start with the guys up on the wall. I'm not going to aim because I want to have the option to be able to move or dodge depending on how well I do in this fire. So, let's shoot. 2 red. That's 1 hit and 1 blank.
Pierce.
Pierce, so
So-
there's no real point in rolling any defense die for that.
One of them dies.
Let's just roll the other one. So it's going to do one there. It's going to kill him. Not going to take the rocket launcher out, but thing's cumbersome anyway, and it's not reloaded. So let's just go. It's okay. And then against the bigger squad, that's 2 hits against them. So that's 2 of them dead.
Yeah.
That's 3 kills from Han, which is actually, I think, the same number that Chewie has, and he had a tank.
Han Solo, get him! Ah! We're taking heavy casualties!
Can't shoot me. I'm charmed. Sorry for the trouble. Better turn back. Whole rebel army's right behind me.
All right, let's just get straight into this. Han just took out a few of my guys. Support, which means that last E-Web has a chance to go before it gets wiped out.
What do you mean before it gets wiped out? It hasn't even taken any damage.
You're right.
It's a direct
yeah.
shot from a tank, and it's fine.
Yeah. Oh, these guys are in range too. Should I shoot Han?
You got Han or Chewie?
Yeah. It doesn't necessarily matter, because, you know what, I'm going to save. I'm not going to use my suppressive keyword thing, I don't think, because they've already gone ahead and moved. But, you know, let's go ahead and shoot at Chewbacca. Alright, let's go ahead and roll this weapon. Red, black, black, white, white. Let's just knock it out. Okay, that's only 2 hits. So 2 hits.
You have aim.
Aim. Reroll these 2 dice. 2 more hits. So that's 4.
4 hits.
Alright.
Okay, 4 t-shirt saves for Chewbacca, who does not have surge to block, so that's going to be 1 in 6 chance on these. And, well, I got 1 out of 4, which is better than my usual average.
Target Chewbacca!
Okay, let's use up the last order I know about. We're going to go over here to the Special Forces team that's in this region. They are within distance 1 of that unit, and they don't want to be shot by a full-strength unit, so I think we're going to go ahead and throw some grenades.
I'm taking you down, plastic boy.
Okay, unfortunately for me, I actually can't afford to aim on this one, because I need to be able to move afterwards to get out of the way so I can let the other Special Forces unit up. So, we're just going to throw the grenades as standard. It doesn't matter, as it turns out. 2 crits, 2 hits. They're in the open, so that's going to be 4 hits with the frag grenades.
4 hits from the grenades. That's brutal stuff here. Let's go ahead and roll out my saves. Only 1 block. 3 go through. The stormtroopers got hit hard by that grenade attack.
Think that armor's gonna help? Ah! That's it.
Move this thing!
Somebody get that man a cigar.
Dang. Rebel attack really hit me hard. Let's just see what I got here. That's nothing.
That's thrown
he
out.
is dead.
Go again.
So, let's draw. Again, there's a core unit. Alright, so here's the trick. I think I need to activate this forward unit right here. I know I got guys to my left here, but there is a large mass of dudes over there that I think I want to prioritize attacking first. So these guys are going to shoot down at the target that's most visible right there and going to open fire. All right, here we go. They're aiming. They're not going to move there. The other guys already went. So let's go ahead and roll this out. I didn't even need any of that. That's all hits.
5.
Brutal.
Okay, 5 hits. I am going to use my prepared supplies to dodge 1 of them.
Sounds
so that's
good.
going to be 4 hits.
Get that out of the box.
4 t-shirt saves. Rebels do have surge to block. Oh no, yes, Rebels
Yes,
do
they
have
do.
surge to block. They do not have surge to hit. The Special Forces do. Let's see what I get. 2!
2 blocks.
2 out of 4. It's the best defense roll I've ever done.
Yeah.
Return fire, now! Rebel scum.
All right, time to draw from the pile. I don't have any orders left, so we just have to see what we get.
That's core.
Let's core unit. I really want a core unit. I've got 1 special forces unit in the pile. I'm gonna try for it right now. I'm gonna try improvised orders. I did re-tap that at the end of the end phase.
Yes,
so
indeed.
We're gonna see what the second one
That's
is.
the special forces.
Thank goodness. Okay, special forces. That is the unit I want right there. Those guys are going up the wall. They're gonna try and do an assault on these stormtroopers. We gotta make them feel some pain.
Mount up. Move, move, move! Engaging. Target acquired.
Okay, alright, I'm going to be splitting my fire this time. I'm tapping offensive push because they don't have that much life left in them anyway. I'm going to be taking my aim token. I'm going to be starting with 2 red dice for my frag grenades up against the close unit right on my side there. Let's go ahead and roll those first. I have an aim if I need it. I don't need it. That's going to be 2 hits up against those troopers on the side. And then we'll just really quickly here roll the sniper, who is a black and a white, up against the bazooka unit that fired up my tank at the very beginning. I've got line of sight on them, so I'm going to fire at them right now. This one has Pierce, 1. I'll use the aim token. Okay, there's still 1. So 1 hit's going through, rocket launcher guy dies. And then we're going to roll some armor saves for your close unit.
Okay, so I needed to roll 2 red dice? Is that what it was? Alright, so 2 red dice. Stormtroopers are pretty good at this stuff. Let's find out, though. That is 1 block, 1 nothing. So 1 trooper dies from the grenade blast.
Enemy in range.
Grenade, grenade! Watch your sides.
Okay, so it is now my turn. That was a pretty good turn you had just there. That was really cool. I like how thematic that was. You guys just rolling up, taking out my guys. I got 2 really weak stormtrooper units. I have a lot of stuff in my activation pool, so it's just gonna be luck of the draw. Let's find out what it is.
That's Special Forces.
Special Forces. Okay, so Death Troopers ain't got line of sight on anything. However, my snipers, I'm pretty sure they're in range of a lot of stuff right now.
Well, range 5.
Range 5. So I think what I'm gonna do. Got Han to shoot at. I could shoot at these guys. I just like general pain. So these snipers are going to shoot at Leia. All right, simple right here. 2 black dice, aim. That's about it. It's sharpshooter, no cover anyways. They have no surge to hit, so that's just 1.
You have aim.
Oh, you're right. I started picking up to roll aim and I didn't even say aim. That's 2 hits. 2 hits against Leia. Hitting a crit.
No cover or anything. I need to roll 2 saves because they have Pierce 1. So in order to block any, I have to roll both of these successful. Oh my god, I did. Pierce 1, so only 1 damage. What happened?
Not nearly enough.
Okay, my turn. Let's go ahead and take my core unit because they're all core units now. And we're going to use the guy in the front because it just makes it easier to do this conga line. Not that one.
This guy?
Not that one.
Yes.
The token slid
It
away.
literally slid down to the other guy.
But
That's
Papa,
so funny.
I want to go first. We're gonna roll in here with this guy. Rolls in that, and we're gonna keep going. He's just gonna keep going.
Sounds good.
Nice and simple. No need for drama shots. He's rolling up. Actually, I'm gonna move Han's thing to the side.
Move the token aside.
That's fine. That's not a problem. There we go. Whole squad is moving up with him. Get on up there, boys.
Okay, once again, back to the draw pool.
That's core.
Core unit. Which core units haven't gone yet? These ones haven't gone. These ones haven't gone. These guys are kind of in a vulnerable position, but that guy also hasn't gone. I'm going to activate these guys right up here.
Okay. They are suppressed.
They are suppressed, so I need to rally. Let's go ahead and just do that now. Does a surge mean anything?
I think it's just blocks.
Is it just blocks? Alright, so then surge nothing.
We'll check. Let's check.
Okay. Okay, just looked it up. This guy does in fact get rid of his suppression token because
Hit
he
or
rolled a
surge. Hit
Yeah,
or surge.
hit or surge. Cool.
It's so rare that we make any of those. We just don't know.
Yeah. So, let's see. These guys, I mean, I've got to shoot Han, right? I've got to shoot Han. Let's go ahead and do that.
It's like they want to be killed.
All right, they're going to be aiming, and they're going to open fire into Han Solo. Let's go ahead and just do the 3 white, 2 red. Oh, wow, that wasn't actually very good, but surge 2 hit, boom. Actually, that's not bad because I'm re-rolling these 2 dice, and one of them's a red. It's always nice to re-roll reds. Which does surge 2 hit. That is 4 hits against Han Solo, who has Uncanny Luck 3, so hopefully this goes well.
Okay, 4 dice. I get to re-roll 3, which I will need. But I got 1.
Yeah, go ahead and set that aside.
3 more. 2. I got 2. I'll take that. That's good for me.
It's Solo, and he's shooting first! That's not fair!
Okay, my turn. Drawing into core unit because that's all I have left. So I'm gonna go ahead and use these guys up against the wall here. They're gonna move maximum speed. Not maximum firepower, unlike you, but maximum speed. We're just gonna rocket around this corner here as quick as they can go. We gotta get in there. We're gonna have any chance of winning this thing. Start. There.
All right, I have no idea what I'm about to draw. Core unit. Okay, you've gone. You haven't gone, and you can probably. No, it's kind of hard. But okay, I'm gonna activate these guys. I'm gonna move them very quickly, just right up into here. And they are going to open fire at some of the rebels that just popped themselves down the alleyway and hopefully dish out some carnage.
Target acquired.
All right, can't use the rocket launcher, already shot it, and also it's cumbersome, so 6 white dice with aim. Here we go. Okay, surge to hit. That is 3 hits. Let's re-roll the 3 dice that missed and find out if I can just destroy, build, destroy. That's 2 more misses, but 1 more hit against the squad. That is 4 dice for you to roll, good sir.
Okay, so obviously I'm going to prepared supplies my way out of that one. Every guy who didn't bring ascension cables brought prepared supplies. So that's going to be 3 saves for me to make. I do have surge to block. Let's see if I can... I don't know, I did really well with Leia. Well, no.
Attack! Cooper!
Well, still the same thing. Let's go ahead and draw, and you'll never guess what it is. It's a core unit.
Absolutely.
That's all I have. So I'm going to go ahead and use the suppressed guys. Let's go ahead and see if I can roll that rally on them. You did. It's possible. We've seen it done.
Yeah.
No, not for me. So that's going to be 1 move as quick as they can go, heading up this cliff face. We got to get into the Imperial base. That's the problem with this map. And we got to stay close enough to keep our vigilance active. Need that.
All right, here we go. Top of the pool.
Core.
Man, these guys are panicked. That guy's panicked. He's got 3 on him. Yeah, so those are the only 2 core units that I have right now. I guess let's try for the one that's not
As
panicked. Let's go ahead and roll 2 dice for the rally step. That's 2 of nothing, so they have to run, right?
Actually, we check the range to Commander Veers. Does he have the extended command range?
He does have the command 4 range.
Is it the give commands at range 4, or is it the use inspiration from range 4?
Let's find out the specific wording. Commanding presence, which issuing orders you issue at range 4.
So
it's only range 3.
you don't have the one that does the range 4. So check the range 3 for panic, which they are not within. So they are in fact panicked. They have to run away.
Yes. So they make a speed 2 move.
Yeah, to try and get off the board.
Oh, so do they run like that?
Yeah,
or,
they
I mean, theoretically this is a rock wall, so they would run into the base again.
They'll leave. They go into the base.
All right, they go into the base.
Which actually kind of makes sense with what's going to happen with them next round.
That is correct. All right, one of those guys is off the board now.
It's terrible. For anyone who's wondering why I'm laughing so much, I was very careful not to kill any units, because if he gets an order token back into his pile, he can redeploy that squad with full manpower again. And because they panicked and ran off the board, he's going to come back in with a full new squad, basically out the same door next round. So, dang it. This is going to be a core unit for me. There's only one core unit left. It's these guys over here. They're just going to go ahead and move. Same thing everyone else has been doing. I've got to use like 2 whole turns just moving these troopers to try and get them into a reasonable position. That's it.
Nice little horde of rebel troopers over here. But also, I've got a horde of stormtroopers. Alright, let's just find out what I do this turn.
That's Special Forces.
Special Forces. I don't think they can see literally anything over there. You know what? Because I have a plan with those Death Troopers. I don't want them to be in vulnerable positions. I don't want to move out in the open so that way Han Solo can nuke me next turn. I've learned my lesson. They're staying right there. I'm forgoing their turn. They're taking double dodge. I don't care. They're going to stay alive in the back. They are my graces in the late game here, so I'm going to hold them off.
Weirdly, I'm a rebel army, and I've been out-activated by the Empire, so you go again.
Well, we all know what's happening here. You see this guy right there? He's the last person that I can activate. What do I have to roll? 3 rally dice to see if he panics or not. I mean, technically...
He's within range of yours. He's not actually panicked, but he is suppressed.
Oh, 2 of those. He gets rid of 2 of them.
Wow, he got rid of 2 of them. He's still suppressed.
Yeah, he's still suppressed, but he's way less suppressed, and that makes me happy.
He's a cool-headed guy.
Alright, so on his turn, he is going to shoot somebody.
Go for the pointy head.
Alright, I can't aim, so here we go. Just firing a shot, it's a blank. Alright, nothing happens. I don't know, we set up all this cinematic shots and this really cool, like, oh yeah, he rallied. It's still nothing, no value.
A normal stormtrooper performance.
Yeah, he shoots up there, and that's it.
Rebel forces this round were able to inflict far more casualties to the Imperial defenders, but in the process they lost their armored tank. The fight is quickly evolving to a close quarters brawl. Let's see how it plays out.
Alright, we're in round 3 now. The Rebels have a bloody nose going into this match right now.
Yeah, I got that tank folded.
The tank folded, didn't do a lot, surprisingly. Just to be clear, ATSTs are not bad. They are good.
They're not supposed to be bad.
They are good.
ATSTs are one of the better tanks.
Yeah.
But they just, that one particularly
That
couldn't roll
sucked.
anything.
So, going into this next round here, because a squad token has been returned to my pool, I get to redeploy a squad of stormtroopers, one of my 2 available for me, and I'm going to deploy them at this front gate over here. I'll get a close-up shot for you there, everybody. But I'm going to deploy my stormtrooper squad over here, so that way I have a nice little stuffing force for your massive amount of guys coming this direction at me right now. And that being said, now that my guys are all deployed there, I think we should get straight into the command cards as to not spoil too much of our plans going into this one. I think I'll probably start.
Sure, go ahead.
So I'm going to be using my 2-pip card, Pinned Down, which gives me 2 orders for support units. I only have 1 support unit left, that being my E-Web in the back here. But the reason for that is because last game you pulled a Han, Chewie, you can't shoot anybody but the people with face-up order tokens, and this ability allows you to shoot the person with the face-up order token and get rid of it immediately. So I really like that option, and I don't want Chewbacca or Han to not make me be able to shoot any of those juicy boys waiting out there in the open for me. So that's the play I'm going for this time.
I didn't actually go for that this time.
Okay,
Nope. I went with Leia's 1-pip coordinated bombardment. I figure it's the last turn I'm going to realistically be able to use it,
Gotcha.
and I'd like to save myself a couple of options with Han Solo going into the next round when I still have a double command available.
All right. Well, with that being said, let's get straight into round 3. Alrighty, I have deployed my order to my E-Web. There's no longer a guy there. He got blown up. But Austin, you got.
I put an order on Leia.
On Leia.
And I'm just going to shuffle this up here, but I can do more of this between rounds because the first person I'm going to activate this turn is going to be Leia.
Yeah.
I want to get that done early, so set that down for a moment. First thing I'm going to do with Leia is I'm going to use her Take Cover action she's got available to her. I gave her the portable scanner, so she has Take Cover 3 right now.
Okay.
She also has Inspire like a maniac, but there's no one with any suppression in my army right now, so that doesn't matter. But that's going to allow me to issue out 3 dodge tokens, but I'm going to grab 4 because I have a little trick. The first dodge token I'm going to give to is going to be to these troopers right here, who are, in fact, within the range 1 requirement of Leia. Then there's these troopers over here who are just barely within my range, so I'm going to give them a second dodge token. And then I'm going to give Chewbacca a dodge token, and because he has teamwork with Han Solo at range 1 to 2, which they do have, that means that Han gets a dodge token. That throws a lot of dodge into my army and should give me a little bit more resilience against whatever Sam's got planned for this fatal funnel that I find myself in. The second action I'm going to take is actually going to be an attack. I could move, but I think it would be more valuable in this circumstance to just get rid of Chuck's successor right there. I don't want to have another stormtrooper sitting on me, so we're just going to take him out before he charges and melees or something and delays me. And Leia will auto-kill him. Honestly, we don't even need to roll for this, but I will roll the 3 black dice just to see in case I get 3 blanks.
Yep, that can happen. I mean, your
does
luck
happen when you're me.
Yeah, your luck is pretty bad.
So we'll just roll that.
This is what we came for! Keep moving! Keep moving! Do not let your guard down! I'll hit them, you follow!
Okay, 3 black dice, no aim. I do have sharpshooter 2, so I ignore the cover, and I have pierce 1, so if I roll anything on this, he dies. Oh, that's okay. It's only 1 blank. The other 2 will hit, and that's enough to kill Chuck's successor.
I'm getting much too good with blasters.
Our reinforcements are being depleted.
Okay, and now we come to the pièce de la résistance. The reason I brought this card in the first place, Leia's Coordinated Bombardment Strike. This is 2 red dice, 3 different targets, and I have Sharpshooter 2 from Leia's original card because this does count as a weapon attack that she is making. So I just pick anything that's outside of range 3, or at least not fully within range 3, and that's valid targets for me. So I think what I'm going to grab is that E-Web right there, that newly spawned Stormtrooper unit. I want Veers. I can't have Veers. He's unfortunately just completely obstructed. And you know what? I'll take these Stormtroopers right here. They're outside of range 3. I'll drop one of them on them. I know I've got these Special Forces guys over there, but if I can reduce that number, I can free up one of those squads to go do something other than deal with them this turn. So those will be my 3 targets. Let's get rolling.
Leia to command. We may have to step it up. All forces, prepare to attack. Hope this works.
Okay, let's start with the one I care the most about. I want to hit that E-Web because I hate the E-Webs. They've been a menace. So let's go ahead and hit this guy. 2 red dice, sharpshooter 2, so I ignore his cover. No pierce, no impact, no nothing, so hope for the best. That's going to be a hit and a crit. Okay, nice part is I still get to roll saves, so let's go ahead and roll this out. This guy blocked everything from an ATSD, so we'll see. That is 1 hit goes through. They do not have surge to defend. I can take 1 damage. 1 damage on an E-Web, that's better than the ATSD did. So, so I'm going to fire off the second shot now at the Stormtroopers at the gate. And that's going to be... she does have surge to crit, I believe. So that's going to be another hit and a crit. Alright, let's go ahead and roll those defenses for the Stormtroopers in the back here. 2 blanks. That's 2 dead Stormtroopers from that attack. Alright, well, we'll see how the next one goes. 2 blanks! How do you even roll that? That's like a 1 in 6. That's me rolling a save. How do you even do that? Alright, 2 more against the Stormtroopers on the wall. Still Sharpshooter 2, I don't care about their cover. And that's going to be another hit and a crit. Every time. Alright, last one for the Stormtroopers on the side. That is 50%. Once again, 1 block, 1 fail. So that's another dead Stormtrooper.
See, while the suppression does matter, especially on my core units over there, fortunately for me, the E-Web has courage too. So I gotta activate him now while I have the chance. And I see a little rebel squad who doesn't have double dodge that I don't like. No Z6 gunners in my house.
So you're gonna shoot at them?
Absolutely. Alright, so now it is time for the E-Whip to activate. Fortunately for me, I did save my barrage generator until just now, which means I'm adding an additional 2 dice. Because I issued them in order, they got an aim token because of my linked targeting array. And then for their first activation on this turn, I'm going to have them aim as well. So I've got 2 aim on them, and just in case things go poorly, I'm rolling a lot of white dice, so I want to kind of mitigate that as much as possible. And I'm going to go ahead and lay into that rebel squad there. They do have 1 dodge token, so I got to get like 4 or 5 hits for me to feel very comfortable here. So let's go ahead and do this. Okay, so that's 1, 2, and this is why I brought multiple aims. Okay, I'm gonna re-roll the first aim. Boom, 1 more hit, and then let's re-roll the second aim. Wow, lots of blanks on that one, only 3 hits, which means I can't wipe out your squad. The dodge token removes a white dice, and that means that you only have to make 2 saves.
But now it's a question of whether I can keep the Z6.
Now it's a question of whether or not you can keep the Z6, which is what I was after. So let's go roll these dice. Okay, so if I can make either of these, then I get to keep the Z6, which is the most powerful weapon in the team. I'm not good at these, so let's see what happens. No, that's not gonna do it. It's blanks, the Z6 dies, but I technically still have the squad. So I'll find something for that guy to do. Wow, I'm very happy. At least I'm not the only one who rolls like Bantha fodder sometimes.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and check my stack here. What do I got?
That is a core unit.
Core unit. I'm happy with a core unit. That's gonna be... Let's make my guards harder to kill. I'm gonna grab this squad right here. Now I brought an ion cannon around just in case he had a tank. It was legal. I don't know if he was gonna bring one or not. They're not gonna be useful for that, but they do have one very useful thing, and that is a smoke grenade, which I'm not gonna throw immediately, but I am gonna throw this turn. So I'm gonna just set that off to the side here, because after they shoot, then they're gonna drop the smoke grenade. No reason to give myself a cover penalty until I've already fired. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire at the Stormtrooper squad in the open right there in front of me. Those guys right there, they haven't gone yet.
Nope.
And I want to reduce their action economy. So let's go ahead and fire off everything, including the ion torpedo, because still 2 red dice.
Die! Die! Die!
Okay, no aim because I'm probably going to move after this. So let's go ahead and say 1, 2, 3 black, 2 red, all natural. Stormtroopers in the open. Hope for the best. That is going to be 1, 2, 3 hits going into those Stormtroopers there. So that's 3 saves you got to make. Okay, 3 saves with the Stormtroopers. Let's go ahead and roll that out. 2 blocks, 1 goes through though.
I'll take 1.
Take 1. Pop smoke! Okay, now that we've fired, I'm going to go ahead and throw out the smoke there. I'm going to drop that right in the middle of these units here. That should put everybody in my army that matters. No, I'm going to put it a little farther back, because I want to put everybody that matters inside of this range 1 smoke cloud. That ought to do it. Which makes it so that everybody's got cover now. Shoot through that.
Pile on the old guy!
Alright, let's go ahead and see what's on the top of my order pool. I don't have any other orders to check out, so it's going to be...
Core.
Core unit. Alright, so core unit time. A lot of my core units are suppressed. They're suppressed, they're suppressed, they're suppressed. I got 2 units that aren't suppressed, and I kind of want to get full activation out of those guys. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna activate the forward unit up here and just shoot at the guys who have walked up out of the range of the smoke so they don't have that extra little bit of cover there, and just shoot down on them. I know they have 2 dodge tokens, but I want a full firing squad to take place on that unit right there. Okay, so obviously I'm going to be aiming as their other activation there because I want to just try to do as much damage as I can. I'm not moving them or anything like that, so let's just roll out 6 white dice because the rocket launcher has already fired many turns ago and I never restocked it. So let's just shoot off the white dice. Surge to hit, making that 2 so far, but let's re-roll these 3 right here with my precise 1. And nope, only 2 hits. Wow,
I'm gonna dodge both of those.
Yep, so those are both dodged. My activation is spent and the rebels got away with it.
Care best. Care best.
I bleeped myself.
Steady.
God, don't you just hate nimble too? I get to keep one of those dodge tokens.
Yep.
I spent 2. I get to keep 1. Oh man, rebel troopers are just great, aren't they? Okay, let's take a look at my stack. Let's see what I got, and it is a
Special Forces.
Special Forces. Okay, well that's fine. I got these guys over here that need to get their work done, frankly, before we get taken out. So let's go ahead and activate them right here because they have the larger of the 2 squads. I don't believe I'm currently within range 1. Oh, I guess I am. I am within range 1. I could fire off my grenades from right here. And you know what? I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to throw the grenades first and then decide where I'm going to go afterwards. That gives me a little bit more freedom of movement. So let's try that. Okay, that's 4 frag grenades. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 red dice. Surge to crit. Hope for the best. That is going to be 1, 2, 3 hits going over there. I've got sidelines, so I don't need to worry about cover. That's going to be 3 hits down onto the stormtroopers.
Alright, so if I fail all of this somehow, the unit gets wiped out, but we don't let that happen here at the Imperial Corps. Here we go. That's 3 blocks.
Yeah,
That's
the opposite of letting him go.
The exact opposite of what we were just discussing here. In fact, they catch the grenade and throw it back.
Damn stormtroopers.
Stormtroopers.
It's easy when they're stupid.
Oh man, that is not the result I was hoping for, but
Perfectly balanced as all things should be.
Yeah,
I
it's
block
hard
all of
to-
them, you block all of
it's
them.
hard to argue with that. I'm going to go ahead and take these troopers. I'm going to take them up the wall. Can I get them all the way up there? I'm going to take them over... No, they got to just start moving. I'm taking them over to the ladder, which I can do for 1, and then to the top of the ladder with the other half of my movement. That's all they're going to get done, but at least they'll be closer to the objective. They've got to secure that comms beacon.
Are you blind? This counts double, right?
Okay, so once again, I am at the mercy of my draw pool. Let's draw from the top. Core unit. Yeah, I've got a lot of core units. So let's go ahead and I want vengeance on that squad that managed to escape. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate this unit, which is unhindered over here. I'm going to move them up so that way I can shoot the guys around the corner. I don't want them to get away with it. That's what I'm doing.
There's too many of them.
Okay, 6 white dice, no aim. Let's do this. Come on, Carnage. That's 6 misses.
6 blanks! Oh my god. 6 blanks.
That's Stormtrooper aim right there. Oh man.
They were standing too close to Han. They got the plot armor.
Yeah, the plot armor, they deflected off of his barrier right here. That's nothing. Absolutely nothing.
It had to happen to him eventually.
Get out! We can't shoot!
Oh man, things are going my way for once. Look at that. Saving all those dice rolling powers for later today. What do I got here?
That's Chewbacca.
Chewbacca? Okay, I can take Chewbacca. I actually think that Chewbacca isn't going to be doing any shooting this time. He just needs to move. So this is pretty simple. Chewbacca's going to sprint his way up towards Han. He needs to be within teamwork range of Han for the next round, and Han's going to move. So we're just going to do a double, get Chewbacca about as far over there as we can get him. That simple.
Okay, once again, Chewie's moved up. These troopers did nothing. Let's draw from my pool and see what I get. That is a special forces? No, wait, that's a commander. That's a commander.
That's Veers.
That's Veers. Okay, so this is a hard decision. No, I do not want Veers.
Do you remember Veers does have an upgrade on him? You can choose to draw.
I'm going to do improvised orders, and I'm going to shuffle Veers back into it and redraw from the top.
That's a core.
That's a core. Okay, that's better than activating Veers right now. I don't want to activate Veers right now. I need to get all my guys doing their turn before they die. So I think what's going to happen here is I'm going to activate this squad of 3 right there at the front. Let's roll their rally real quick. Find out if they can even do 2 things. They can.
They can.
They remove that suppression on them with the rally, and they are going to open fire. And I want to reduce your activations, so I'm going to kill this one guy. It's probably the best chances I'll have, because if I roll against Han, he has that uncanny luck. Against my white dice, I'm not exactly super sure about that. Plus, he has a bunch of health. I need to wipe out a whole unit. Nothing more, please. I want him dead. So let's go ahead and do that.
Blasters out!
Okay, their other activation. It's going to be aim. I need to just solidify a kill here. So let's roll against that guy. He has smoke cover, so he has 1 instance of cover, plus then he has a dodge token. So I have to get a fair few hits here.
You gotta at least 3.
Okay, so that's a lot of nothing. Let's re-roll these 3 dice. That's only 1 hit, which currently is being negated by dodge and the cover. That's 2 hits. That's cover and then dodge. Nothing.
The best way to win with Rebel Troopers is to not throw your saves at all.
What was jammed? My blaster's out!
I'm not kidding though. I've been watching a lot of Suits recently, and one of the favorite quotes I like there is he says, "Never go to trial. He just settles out every time." And that's how you play Rebel Troopers. Never go to the saves.
Yep.
If you go to your armor saves, you're gonna lose. Take them all out with cover and dodge tokens. Anyway, top of my order pool, that's going to be... Commander. That's Han Solo. You know what? I like Han Solo. I'll take Han. Let's go ahead and... we're going to go ahead and shoot. He's got Sharpshooter 1, so he doesn't care if you're in a little bit of cover. But he doesn't have infinite range or anything. I can reduce those guys right there pretty effectively. They would be out of range. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move him first. He's got steady. He can shoot after he moves. I'm going to move him out of the smoke so that he doesn't have to worry about the smoke obstructing his shots anymore. And then I'm going to start reducing your Stormtrooper units in this area. Okay, and next one's going to be 2 red dice against the guys up in the landing platform. They have heavy cover. Han has Sharpshooter 1, so I reduced that to light cover. The first hit is getting canceled. So 2 crits would be good right now. And I think he actually has Surge to crit. Let me check. He does!
Yeah,
which means that's going to be 2 crits. I go straight through the cover. That's 2 more dead guys.
Wow, impressive.
Han!
Start running, pal. You mind holding still? Now's the fun part.
I'm hit! Medic!
Told me get myself together. Now I got myself together.
One more thing that I keep forgetting to do. Han has up close and personal, which I spent a lot of points on, so I should probably use it, even though it's not likely to be relevant. Han does generate himself 2 more dodge tokens, and because Chewie's in range 1 to 2, Chewie generates 2 more dodge tokens. So now, yeah, you're not hitting them.
No, they're immune now. Alright, back to the draw pool. Let's just find out what's happening here.
Core
unit. Alright, what do I even have left? There's 1 guy and there's the full squad up here. Let's activate the full squad over here. I don't think they are in range of particularly anything. Not quite. So they need to move up and they're going to attack. I would attack the 1 guy. However, with the full squad like this, it's smarter to go after the full squad of rebels over there. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so real quick, these guys actually got hit by Leia's long-range attack very early on, and that means they have a suppression on them, which means I have to rally in order to take both my actions, and because they're so far away, I can't even shoot anything, so let's just go ahead and roll out the rally. That is a success, so these guys are going to be able to take 2 activations.
That's good. It would have been bad.
Yeah.
I want those rebels dead!
Okay, once again, similar situation here. I have to get basically a minimum of 3 hits before it even counts. So, let's roll the attack out. Wow, yep, okay, that worked. That actually worked. I got 4 hits in there. So, cover, boom. dodge, boom, 2 hits go through.
All right, 2 hits to roll.
All right.
Interesting point about why shooting the bigger squadron is better, by the way. Not only can he inflict some suppression to my guys with this, the other guy currently has cover 1 from being suppressed, and he's in a smoke cloud, so he's got cover 2. So he would have had to hit him 4 times to kill that 1 mini, which is... You don't want to have to do that. All right,
Yeah.
2 white dice. See if I can make any of these t-shirt saves. I made one.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
one guy dies.
One guy dies. We can spare a guy.
Take him out!
Okay. All right. Let's see what I got on the top of my pool.
That's a core.
Core unit. Core unit.
I was just looking at it.
I can't see it. It's backwards. Well, I've got these guys up here in the front who did just get suppressed. I would have liked to be able to inspire them, but Leia's already gone this turn anyway. So let's just see if I can roll a rally, and if not, they'll probably just end up moving. Okay, rally check. You know how good I am at white dice, so let's see what I get. That's going to be nothing. So they are going to stay suppressed, which is okay, but I would have preferred them to be able to move up further. We're just going to move them towards the rest of the rebel pack that's forming, because I do need to be able to assault sometime.
Okay, back to the draw pool. Let's draw from the top.
Special forces.
Special forces. Okay, I've been waiting on this one. I'm gonna activate the Death Troopers. Now, there's not anybody over here. However, Special Forces have moved up on my flank, and they need to be dealt with in a timely manner. So the Death Troopers are going to redeploy to another box set and open fire on the Special Forces. Okay, because my guys moved, I'm going to go ahead and tap my Tactical 1 that I've brought with me, Offensive Push, so that way they have an aim token on this attack pool here. I've got 5 black dice, 1 white dice from my specialized commander of the squadron, and they're going to open fire on the Rebel Scum. Here we go. Okay, they do have Surge, I know that. I think it's to hit, though. I don't think it's to crit. It might be, though.
It won't be relevant for this damage pool.
I guess, yeah. It's just Surge to hit. Alright, and then they have Aim. Reroll that. I don't believe they have Precise. They do have Precise, too. They have some insane precision. So I'm going to be re-rolling the 3 that missed. And let's see if that goes through. That is all hits. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits against your rebels over there, Austin.
Brutal.
Okay, 6 hits. These guys don't have cover, unfortunately, which is what Rebel Commandos are actually good at. They don't have any dodge tokens, so it's just straight saves. They do have Surge to block, but do you really think I'm going to roll that many? Let's see. I rolled 2, which would have been enough if there weren't 4 more hits going through. Unfortunately, the entire squad is wiped by those Death Troopers. That's actually the first whole unit that you took out this game. You've done a lot of casualties, but it's the first whole dead unit. Also, I think it's the first time ever that I've rolled statistically average on white dice. 6 dice, 2 saves with Surge to block, so that's, yeah, it's exactly what you should expect. Wow. Still, no good for me. I'm going to go ahead and roll my chances on this. What do I got?
Special Forces.
Special Forces. That's fine, actually. I'll take them. Go ahead, second commando team. We still got some troopers left. We're going to go ahead and kill that last stormtrooper there before moving our way up to try and get to cover against those Death Troopers. Okay, so he is just out of grenade range, which means I'm going to be rolling 3 black and a white. No aim, because I do want to be able to move after this. Should still be able to take him out. Yeah, that's a crit, and I think possibly Surge to crit on the other one. It's at least Surge to hit, which is enough, because I've got Pierce 1. So that's a dead stormtrooper.
Enemy sighted.
Okay, so let's go ahead and go for my draw pool. Let's just see what I got here.
Core.
I don't think I have any core units left. I think that they were killed off.
Try again.
So that's not in fact the move. Special Forces, that is my sniper back here. Let's go ahead and activate that sniper and take some shots at people. I'm gonna take a shot at Leia. Okay, so my scout troopers, because they're attacking a target that's already wounded, they have Hunter, and they're going to get an aim for that. So, I'm going to go ahead and roll this attack here. Good thing I have an aim. Let's go ahead and roll that again. 2 crits against Leia. That's 2 saves you got to make.
Okay.
2 saves on Leia. She does have Surge to block, but nothing else fancy this time. That's going to be
2
both blocks.
Wow.
Pierce 1. 1 does go through.
You're right. Yeah, Pierce 1.
And then the other thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move these guys down here. Let's get them out of this fortified position. I need them closer because people are about to be out of range of a lot of what they can see. So I'm gonna do that.
Clamber time.
Okay, so I'm looking for anything but blocks here to get out of this situation. They're good. They get away.
So
They're gonna move down the wall right to here.
Okay. They get off the wall. Okay, my turn. I'm gonna go ahead and grab another one off the stack.
Core unit.
Core unit. Let's do the guy way up here in the front. He's out by himself. First things first, let's see what he's rolls on his rally check. He might make it. That's gonna be... Nope, he does not. He stays suppressed. And we're gonna clear him out of there. He's gonna move over to the side. Just gonna move right here. Nothing complicated. Just go stand right by Chewbacca.
Okay, it is time to just go to the top of my pool again.
That's core unit.
Core unit, that guy's dead. Those units were wiped out. Which means that my last person, Veers. Veers is, he's not in a bad spot per se, but he's not in a good spot either. The reason for that is I'm pretty sure all the rebels are about to rush up that ladder, and Veers is just right there. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move Veers to the other side of these boxes, get him towards, weirdly, this is the safe zone now, and I'm going to protect him there and just preparation for going. I don't know. Anyways.
We have not secured the area!
Okay, last activation of the round. It's pretty simple. Not even gonna bother doing drama shots of it. It's a core unit. It's the guys way back here on the back. They just are gonna go ahead and grab their movement stick, and they're just gonna move maximum speed towards the rebel force. Get out of the way! And that's actually it. That's what they're gonna do. Dodge.
Alright, let's head into the final phase and moving on to round 4.
Yep.
With rapid reshoots of the cool-looking cinematic shots, the fight for the terminal was still as heightened as ever, but without the tank, taking out the TIE fighters slips further and further away from the rebels' grasp.
Oh, I feel a lot better about that one. That was a good turn for me.
Good rebel turn.
The rebels finally gave you back that bloody nose you gave me last round.
It's entirely because I rolled 6 misses on one whole attack, 4 misses on another attack that was just dodge.
Like how that feels.
It was pretty brutal, so yeah.
The whole tank's life.
Yeah, the whole tank's life. Yeah.
No, I'm happy about this though. We're finally moving up. We're halfway through the game now. That was the end of round 3. We're going into round 4, which means I've only got 3 more rounds to make it to this console.
Yes.
And I'd prefer to make it earlier than that so I can get my extra commands out of it. I think I'm going to have to give up on destroying your TIE squadron. I don't see any way that me being able to get that done.
Without a tank, it's kind of...
No. But I can at least get my own victory as well.
Yes.
Alright, let's get right into command cards. I'm going to be going with a Han Solo's 0 pip. Sorry about the mess. I do have the opportunity right now to use my Rebel Campaign Stratagem to play 2 cards at once. However, I'm not going to be using that right now. I'm going to hold on to that for the next round. And hope that that doesn't bite me in the butt.
Okay. Well, I'm going to be playing my 3-pip standard card called Coordinated Fire, which allows me to dish out 3 core unit order tokens, that's what they're called, and get a bunch of aim going. So if a stormtrooper aims, another unit gets an aim, and if they aim, another trooper gets an aim.
If they spend the aim.
So it chains.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get into it.
Okay, so first things first before we start getting all this stuff, by the way, I have deployed my guys over here. I already put my commander guy down to indicate which region, but I'm going to go fill it in with the stormtroopers, the reinforcements.
Your second reinforcement, yeah?
Yep, this is the second and last reinforcement that's coming to me in this game, and they are in position at that gate because as much as this area over here, off to the side, is important, and a lot of the troopers look to be over here, it looks like Austin's game plan is pushing more and more this way, which means getting guys coming up this ramp is getting more and more important. So that's where I'm deploying them.
Okay, mine's pretty easy. It's just Han Solo. That's the only thing that gets anything from his command. So, Sam, how about yours?
Oh, I am doing something a little different. So, I have to give 3 core units. First off, I'm giving an order to the closest unit right there. Secondly, I'm going to give an order to this unit right here. And finally, the last order goes over to the bigger squad off to my side. And those are my 3 orders.
One more thing before I get started. Han's special 0-pip command card does give him an aim and a dodge, and that also goes to Chewie thanks to teamwork. So that's going to be 2 aims, 2 dodges going out on my 1 card. Love Han and Chewie. They work so well together.
That dang dynamic duo.
Okay, now interestingly enough, I actually am not going to be using that first member of the dynamic duo. I'm not going to be using Han in this case. Not for my first activation. He is going later, trust me. But right now, I think I need to focus on this infantry battle over here. This is where Sam's forces are going to be concentrating their fire. That's where his efforts are concentrated. And I've got to get my guys a little bit safer before he annihilates them. So we'll pull from the top. That is not what I wanted to see.
That is a special forces.
That is a special forces unit. That is exactly not what I wanted to see. So I'm going to tap Leia's improvised orders again, and I'm going to draw one more from the top. That is going to be
core unit.
Core unit. That's what I'm looking for. I'll reshuffle that in a second, but right now, core unit. We're going to go ahead and activate the front core unit. These guys right here, because if I don't, they're not making it off of this board alive. And what they need to do, almost certainly, is inflict as much damage as they can on the Imperial scum. Is that range 1?
From your unit leader?
Not quite.
Not quite.
So I'm going to have to charge them forward if I want to get into range 1 territory and start annihilating. And frankly, they're not going to make it out of this anyway, so it's time for some suicidal heroics.
Charge! Death to the Empire!
Okay, that squad does have frag grenades, so that's going to be 3 frags being thrown out. Those are reds, and 6 white from the Z6 gunner they're carrying along with them as well. Hopefully this is able to take out that squad. They've only got 3 troopers. Praise Dopey. Okay, that's going to be 1 crit on the entire attack pool. And it's on a white dice.
What do you know?
1 dice. Here we go.
It's a block.
I don't know what to do with that.
Wow.
No, 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 no!
Alright, so my turn. First things first, these guys right over here. Let's turn you back around, Commander. No need to scold your men, because what you're going to do is you're going to take an aim, and you're going to fire at the big squad right over there. That's what's going to happen. These guys right here.
Blasters out! If we can't shoot, bludgeon them!
Now, we just witnessed a massive failure in the aiming capacity of the rebels. It was like the guards on Tante 4, how much they were whiffing shots on a choke point. How do you do that? Anyways, I have aim this time. Hopefully these guys, this is notorious big over here. They hit nothing. So let's hope that their aim is better this time. Here we go. Okay, 2 starting off the bat, already better than 0, am I right? So let's reroll these ones, take that guy out of the equation. He's not even a thing I'd need. And then 2 more hits. Now, those guys do have a dodge token, and because of nimble, it's basically just like automatically 1 dice is removed. So that's gonna be 3 hits against you there, Austin.
Okay, 3 t-shirt saves, because Sam's dice powers are actually cheating. Here we go. Of course none, so that's 3 more dead guys.
3 dead guys. The notorious squad finally landed some shots.
We got to!
Medic!
Dude!
Man, that is just those dice, man. That is unfreaking believable. That's gonna be a core unit. Okay, you guys have the same job as the previous units. I need to reduce the enemy action economy somehow. That's gonna be you 4 are the most intact. So I think you're gonna have to be the ones to go. And your job is gonna be damaging those troopers up top, I think, is what we've got to do. We've got to reduce their ability to fire at us. So, let's shoot at them.
Ugly pigs.
Okay, I'm going to be, I could aim right now, but I actually think I'm going to be better served by recovering and getting 2 red dice instead of an additional black on this, because we do have to go through that heavy cover. It's going to be taking the first 2 off the top, so really searching for crits here. Hope for the best. Okay, that's 2 crits and a hit. The hit is canceled by the heavy cover, but at least the 2 crits are going through, so that's not nothing.
Okay, I've got 2 saves to make here on those stormtroopers. Let's roll them out. One guy is blasted away. The other guy manages to get behind the box as the fire comes in on them. But that is a dead stormtrooper. Okay, I have some activation tokens out there. However, I think I'm just going to draw from my order pool this time, see if I can get some special forces, and preferably the E-Web online. So let's just draw from the top.
Core.
That's a core unit. Okay, so instead of activating these guys over here, I think it's probably smarter of me to activate these guys over here. I could have them jump around to the side here and just kind of open fire and blast. But I see that these guys are right here next to there. Ah, man, this is a hard decision. I think what I want to do this turn... Oh man, I might be kicking myself in the butt because if I don't get rid of those special forces, they're gonna cause some pain. But I've got to stick to my gun. I'm gonna try to move these guys up into this area so that way it's way harder for him to push in towards the console, which is the whole objective. So I'm going to try to use these guys as basically meat shields to block his capability. Probably next round, but hopefully it works out. I don't really know. It might be the biggest tactical error, and you can tell me right in the comments down below.
Come with me. Go, go, go!
Okay, continue this thing along. I've got a...
That's a core unit.
Core unit. Well, I've got a choice between 2 almost dead guys and 1 almost dead guy. So I'll take the 2 almost dead guys. And let's see if we can rally them. That's going to be a no on their rally, so they only have 1 action. I think what I'm going to do with it is I'm just going to fire the Z6 and that guy's A280 rifle at this squad of 3 out here in the open because they have yet to be given any kind of a benefit, and I would like to stop them from doing so. So that is 1 black and 6 white from the Z6 gunner. Let's hope this performs better than last time. Throw! Okay, that's going to be 1, 2, 3 hits coming out of that firing pool. Nothing on that surge there. So just 3 hits. It is theoretically possible.
Okay, 3 red dice for those stormtroopers. Let's roll it out. 3 blanks! They are all dead! I just rolled 3 blanks! Oh my goodness, alright.
That's the payment for rolling 4 hits on 6 dice.
So, I just want to point out something that's really just blowing my mind right now, is how back and forth the dice are going between us. I roll godlike, you roll very bad, then you roll good, and then I roll very bad. It just keeps going back and forth. I'm interested to see why that's the case. But anyways, bad luck on this one. That is a entire core unit wiped out. I am now missing an entire guy. Alright, it is now time for my turn. Once again, I'm going to go to my draw pool to see what I pull out of the pile. Did I ever go to the draw pool yet? I don't know. Here we go. That's
Veers.
That's Veers. Okay, I'm going to keep that going. And at the rally step, he gets to remove suppression from units. So he's going to remove the suppression off of these guys right up here. Let's get them back into working order, so that way I'm not screwed entirely. Then for his other activation, I'm going to use my spotter to give my death troopers a aim, and then this squad up here an aim. Give it out to both of them. Boom and boom. And then, man, he can do so much more. I was hoping that Han would be up here so that way I could shoot Han. I don't know if I can see. I can only really see Han's head. So is that enough to even shoot him? I don't know.
Well, if I was to
it's like his
get all the way
collarbone
down in here, I mean, in theory, you can take your shot. I've got heavy cover for days.
Yeah, so he has sharpshooter 1, so it'll be light cover,
which is still heavy because of Han's low profile.
Han has low profile, so it's still heavy. You know what? I don't think there's anything else that he can do realistically. So I might as well try to take the shot.
Focus on the mission! We finish this together! Slow those rebels down!
Alright, so Han also has a dodge token, which basically means that the only thing I can do is get a crit. So, you will see right now. Here we go. Does he have surge to crit? He does have surge to crit, so that is 1 hit. Awesome.
1, and it's pierced, so it goes through.
Yeah, 1 damage. Woohoo!
Rebel engage!
Okay, so since Han's able to be targeted there, which I didn't think he was before, I'm going to go ahead and activate him now. There's no point in leaving him there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move him. He's going to run up the ladder for 1 of his speed. He's going to take his movement over there for 1 of his speed. That'll put him nice and close to these guys, Veers, and those Death Troopers over there, giving him a wide selection of targets. And then he's going to use his Gunslinger to reduce that wide selection of targets to slightly fewer numbers of targets. And hopefully stay alive while doing it.
Situation's bad, as usual. You didn't make me a general for nothing. This better be worth it. Here's the plan. Shoot him!
Okay, I actually decided to move him twice. It's a little bit of wasted movement, but I wanted to get him into a very thorough covered position so that he'd be protected from all sides, basically, and can just start opening up. Plus, that way he has an unobstructed view of the Death Troopers. First things first, though, I'm going to clear behind him. I'm going to fire at that Stormtrooper unit that's in the open form. They're nice and clean. This is going to be 2 red dice, pierce 2. They don't have any cover, so it's just what's on the dice. I do have an aim token if I need it, but I'm hoping I don't. That's going to be 1 crit and a blank. I am going to spend the aim token now because I want to try and get that rocket launcher out of the way. And that's going to be the 2nd hit necessary. That's 2 dead Stormtroopers.
Bad luck, pal.
Okay, and then 2 red dice against the Death Troopers. My aim was spent, so let's hope for good clean hits here. And that's going to be Surge 2 crit, which puts me at 2 more hits against the Death Troopers. Pierce 2, those are going through.
If I were you, I'd drop my gun. Bet you I win.
And the last thing on Han's turn, because of up close and personal, he's going to be grabbing 2 more dodge tokens, and Chewie gets 2 more dodge tokens. So they're pretty hard to kill right now.
All right, to the top of the pool I go. That is a core unit. That is a dead unit. I don't think there is any core units that don't have any options. Yep, everyone's. No, yeah, it was this guy. It was that guy. They're good. All right. So instead, it is the next on the pool.
Special Forces.
Special Forces. Okay, so.
That's who you're looking for, huh?
Yeah. I wanted the Death Troopers to not be super messed up by Han Solo, but I think it's still the best chance right now. Ooh, well, there's still some guys out here in the open that the snipers could take shots at, though. And I don't know if anybody's going to be able to take shots at the Death Troopers. I might as well utilize the positioning of the snipers here and pick off some rebel scum. Okay, their other action is aiming, and they're going to be taking a shot at that Z6 gunner. They got high velocity, can't use your dodge on me. Pierce 1 and sharpshooter, which doesn't really apply right now. So let's go ahead and roll that out. It's 2 hits. So you still do need to roll saves. Because
correct, theoretically I could kill them on both. If I roll both of these saves, then only one of them dies. And if I roll none of the saves, which is more likely, they both die. That's none of the saves, they both die.
They both die.
Hold it steady.
Okay, starting to hurt a little bit here. What do I got?
It's core.
Core unit. Okay. I've got this guy right here. That's my last core unit. This last surviving man right on that corner. And I guess what he's going to do is try and clear a path for Chewbacca.
This counts double, right?
Okay, we just checked. It's barely within range 1, and it's barely out of the cover position. So this guy has an unobstructed shot, range 1, he has a frag grenade. This is the final frag grenade that he's probably ever going to be able to throw.
Let me clear this out.
Realistically, so... Praise. That's a hit! That's a hit! That's 1. He's got to fail a save now.
You guys know me, let's do this. That's a block.
Dang it.
Dang it indeed, huh?
It was worth a shot.
Alright, back to the top of my pool here. Let's draw off. It is the E-Web. Okay, so this guy's activating over here. What can he even see? Oh, he can't see basically anybody, but he can see one guy. Let me just pull out the rangefinder stick here and show you. The guy who just threw a grenade is the only valid target for the E-Web right now. I've already used my barrage and everything, but you know what?
Would you rather aim or recover the barrage?
I'm gonna recover the barrage and shoot it, because it's basically, it's 2 dice, right? It's basically like aiming, it's just I have more odds to do damage. So let's go ahead and do that.
Get that trooper!
Fall back!
Alright, here we go. 4 white, 2 black, 1 red. Here we go! Do they surge to hit? I think they do. I'm gonna move these out of the way. Just let me check. Surge to crit!
What is it, like 5 crits?
That's a lot. It's no, it's no, these were blanks. That's 4 hits against your 1 guy right there.
4 hits. I'll cancel 1 with a dodge.
Yep, dodge.
And now I need to roll 3 successful white t-shirt saves.
Yeah. I mean, frankly, I don't care if this guy dies. He can't even throw a grenade properly, so I guess let's just see what happens. It's gonna be 3 blanks. Yeah, he knows I don't care about him.
Absolutely pelted by the E-Web. That guy is dead.
That's not a fun way to go.
Yeah!
Now there's a complicated man.
E-Web firepower coming in clutch. It is back to you.
Back to me. I'm gonna go over to my order pool and pull.
That's Chewbacca.
Chewbacca. Okay. Chewbacca. What do I want you to do? I guess I'm gonna have you commence the plan like it wasn't changed. And hope for the best. Alright, Chewbacca, mighty Chewbacca. You're gonna run over here to the side. Through those guys, you don't care about them. Yes, that'll get you to the ladder. He doesn't need the ladder, he has expert climber, so when he gets there, he'll scale up to the top, and then I'm gonna run him up to join Han in that heavy covered position. So he's just gonna do a double move.
You all right?
Alright, so on this activation, I actually can guarantee a few things. I have my core units up there that already have their 2 order tokens, but then I have my Death Troopers back here, which is in fact my last activation that was sitting in my draw pool. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to activate these guys right there. They're going to take a shot at the mighty Wookiee Chewbacca, because Han has that uncanny luck nonsense, and on top of all those dodge tokens, it won't really matter. You know what? Now that I'm looking at it, Chewbacca also has a crap ton of dodge tokens. So I don't know if shooting's necessarily the smartest thing, but you know what is a smart thing? Is readjusting so that way they're not in the clean open line of fire between 2 of the most powerful characters in the game, and I'm going to recycle them back behind cover over here. That way they have to move to shoot. I know Han can do that like crazy, but at least he'd have to prioritize the Death Troopers, so hopefully it doesn't make them instantly killable by the 2 dynamic duo members. And for their other activation, they're going to recover to switch to their grenade launcher format. That way anybody who comes close is going to get some red dice straight to the noggin.
Okay, second to last activation in the pool, that is going to be Leia. That's going to go right there. And she's going to have to move up to that, I think is as far as she can go. Which leaves her a little bit in the open, but I need her second action to fire, because we've got to clear that guy. Sharpshooter 2, she doesn't care about his cover. Pierce 1, I just need to roll any kind of a hit and he dies. Okay, 3 black dice, any kind of a hit. That's 1 hit, that's enough.
That is enough to kill the Stormtrooper. He is out of
God,
there.
the dice hate me.
We do it the hard way. And it always works.
Okay, so it is now my final activation. I had 2 guys, but he just got blasted away by Leia. So it's going to be these guys over here. They got their aim from my command card, so I'm very happy about that. So they're going to go ahead and open fire at the trooper unit right here. I don't like Z6 gunners. They scare me. I don't like them, and I want to try to wipe them out first. All right, here we go. 3 white, 2 red. Ooh, okay, not a lot of stuff. Only one thing there. Let's go ahead and roll the aim, though. That's only 2 hits against them. Surge 2 hit manages to come through, but those red dice, rolling blanks, that's brutal. That's going to be 2 for you. There's a dodge on that, which means that's only 1 save for you to make this time. Got away pretty scot-free, I must say.
Okay, 1 white t-shirt save. That is a blank, so 1 dead guy.
Princess Leia's on the battlefield. Now, I know most of you haven't seen a woman in 3 months, but let's try to be professional about this.
Okay, last move of the round. That's going to be Special Forces, those guys right here. They're a little bit SOL right now. I think what we've got to do, can they reach? They've got to move 1 up to the ladder. They could charge into melee from the ladder, which would give them a slight advantage. Or are they can shoot from there, can't they? We established that you can see over that. So I'm going to shoot from here. We're throwing grenades. 3 of them. Okay, 3 grenades from the ladder. I'm not going to be separating out the sniper guy. He's just going to throw a grenade with everybody else. There's going to be 3 red dice going into this thing. Do I have cover in this? Do I have to throw through cover? Being at the bottom of the ladder? I'm looking over the ladder. Do I still throw cover? They're in the open, but am I obstructed from my low ground position?
I don't know. Grenades are kind of like a thrown object, you know what I'm saying? It's not like... I mean, personally, like, here, I'll just say, like, if I was sitting there by this cover and I just do this, you know, it's not exactly the hardest of tosses.
But, alright, in the comments you can tell us how wrong we are, but we're going to go without cover. That's going to be 3
Rule
red
of
dice
cool.
Going into this. That's going to be surge to, I think it's surge to hit. Both to, oh no, it's frag grenades, surge to crits, because frag grenades do surge to crit. So actually would have been irrelevant, because the blank dice continues to be a blank dice, and the 2 that were going to be hits or crits anyway would have gone through cover.
Ha, we thwarted you again, rules lawyers.
Screw you, comment section. We don't even really have a comment section.
No, I have no idea, but...
I throw your defense die. You still get
right, I was starting to walk away like they were already doomed to die. I forgot, I can roll saves, and I'm really good at this, guys. Okay, well, one of them dies, but one of them survives, and that's basically good enough for me. 50-50 on the dice anyways, so I continue. Freedom!
And then the last thing I'm going to do actually is charge them up this ladder and directly into base contact with those units, which will force them into a melee. Even though I can't punch them, I would rather throw grenades and then charge into melee. It's a better strategy.
We've got him on the run! Remember the Bothans!
Go, go, go!
And that is going to do it for this round. We're going to see you guys in the next round. Head for head, miss for miss, this game is coming down to the wire. Will Han and his rebels be able to slice into the terminal? Now is the time to make some big moves. Alright, we're going into round 5. This is a nail biter here. It's a lot closer than we expected. The rebels are not quite to the console yet, but the Empire is also really spread thin here.
It's really coming down to the wire. There aren't that many units left. Lots of my guys are bloodied. Lots of my guys are missing now.
Yeah.
We're very close to the console. I can move there, but I can't just move there for free, and I don't think I can make it there this round. So this is coming right down to the wire. For command card this time, I'm going with my double rebel stratagem. I have to use my special rebel campaign stratagem, play 2 command cards, because I need the extra right now. And I only have 2 command cards left that are worth anything. I do have standing orders, but
yeah, why would you do that?
So I'm going to go ahead and use Notorious Scoundrels, which gives an order to Han and Chewie and puts a Han Solo card back into my hand. And then I'm going to be using Reckless Diversion, which means anything that has a face-up order token on it, you have to shoot that. And that gives it to Han and 1 trooper, so I'll pick a trooper.
I'm going to be playing my Imperial Discipline 3-pip command card, which allows me to resupply 2 of my units that give orders, which means I'm giving an order to my rocket squadron on the right there that hasn't reloaded their weapon yet, and I'm going to give my other order to my Death Trooper over here, so that way they can switch to their grenade launcher config.
and really just blast away the two scoundrels hiding behind those boxes there. Ignore that cover, that's quite problematic. And then of course, Veers himself gets an order. Okay, well let's see how this turns out.
Alrighty, I've got my order on the Death Troopers, General Veers himself, and my squad on the side over here. Austin, where are you putting your orders?
I think I'm gonna go with a Wookiee, Mr. Chewbacca, obviously, because Han and Chewie's notorious scoundrel card does mean that Han and Chewie are both getting an order. And then Han's Reckless Diversion gives me Han, who already has one, and one other trooper, and I think I'm going to go with these guys right here. And my reasoning for them, even though that gives me worse control of my army, that is the only unit on the field that has, in my mind, no role to play in the upcoming 2 turns. They can't contribute to my victory anymore with their weapons or their movement. The only thing they have left is their health pool, so I'm gonna try and make them use that.
Yeah, and because of the whole like diversion thing, I have to shoot at people with face-up order tokens.
Yes, only
which
people
means
with face-up order tokens are valid.
These guys who I was gonna blast Leo with now have to shoot them.
Unless you can find a way to make it so they can't shoot them.
That's true. But then I wouldn't be able to use my rocket launcher because if I move...
Didn't you recover for free?
Cumbersome. Yeah, I recovered
right,
for
but
free.
the rocket launcher's cumbersome, so it doesn't matter if you recovered or not.
Indeed, indeed. Alright, let's get into it.
Yeah, I knew that. Let's get into it.
Alright, well, it is in fact your turn right now.
Yes, it is my turn first, so we probably didn't need to cut between those two things, but I forgot. So, what I'm going to be doing is Han. Han is my number 1 right now. I'm going to be bringing him... this is a little bit stupid, but I'm going to be bringing him out of his cover. I'm going to drop a movement dial right there. I gave him unhindered at the beginning of this, so because of Sam and I's rollings over the height of the boxes, they're not proper terrain. It's just difficult terrain to move over them. I would just have to reduce his speed, but instead of doing that, I'm going to be able to just jump straight over the top, go full speed out here. And the reason for that, as long as I can avoid touching Veers with that, is I'll be able to clean shot at these Death Troopers and then shoot at probably these Stormtroopers, maybe Veers himself. I haven't made up my mind on that particular shot, but I need to clear more of those Death Troopers off because Han is my only reliable means of getting rid of them. So, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, Han has his 2 red dice, Sharpshooter, which is irrelevant because I just moved past the cover, and Pierce 2. So anything I roll is going through on those Death Troopers, which is vital because they have some seriously tough armor saves. So let's see what we get here. Alright, that's 2 hits. 2 going through, no reason to roll defense saves.
You can still back out. All right, guess we fight. You're gonna regret this. Who's first? Watch this. Sometimes I amaze even myself. I've been looking for you.
2 more red dice against the Stormtroopers down the hill. Let's see if we can get some more casualties. That's going to be 2 hits, 2 dead Stormtroopers.
Hey, behind you! You better start running. Just pretend you don't see me.
And of course, because Han has up close and personal and teamwork with Chewbacca, that's going to be 2 dodge tokens for both of them as well, which should make Chewbacca pretty durable over the next turn or so.
Alright, that is brutal. Han Solo is easily my favorite commander in this game, and it's because of the absolute madness he can do. He basically gets 4 actions compared to everybody else's 2. So, that aside, I think this time I'm gonna activate my Stormtroopers here on the side. I prefer just decimating and getting full utility out of something rather than having to spend my turn wasted shooting Chewbacca. I want some feel-good energy right now, so we're going to launch a full-scale assault on these guys right there. Alright, so obviously I'm going to be aiming because I'm not moving. I can't shoot my rocket launcher if I move. So I've got my 5 white dice from my E11s and then my 3 black dice from my HH rocket launcher. So hopefully we kill some rebels here. They do have a dodge token over there because rebels, they dodge. So here we go. Alright, so that's a lot of stuff going through so far. I've re-rolled these 3 dice with my precision. God, I love Stormtrooper precision, I must say. That's 2 more. And this one is a miss. So, dodge removes 1 of these dice, but then that's 6 hits against your rebels that you need to roll saves for.
Only Imperial stormtroopers are so precise.
Okay, 6 saves to make. Rebel t-shirt saves. I've been so good at these so far. Let's just see. 1, 2, 3. That means one guy lives.
Let's go,
that
Rebels.
diversion team is still technically alive.
That's awesome. That's the first time we've ever seen Rebels survive.
I never roll 50%.
You like that? Take that, scum!
Okay, my turn. And now my options are to use Chewbacca, which would negate his reckless diversion, to use the core unit who just got shot, which is negates their reckless diversion, or to pull from the pile. So I'm going to pull from the pile, and that's going to be...
That's a Special Forces order token.
Those guys are already doing their job without needing any kind of an order on them yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use improvised orders from Leia to pull the next one.
That's a core unit.
Core unit, okay. We'll shuffle those two up in a second. Core unit, I've only got one core unit. It doesn't have an order on them, so it's going to be them. And realistically, they only have one thing they can do at this point, which is to eliminate that stormtrooper unit that's right down the way there. Han took a shot at him earlier, but these guys, if they just rush up, they should be able to do some decimation. Ooh, or a new idea. What if I targeted Veers? Yeah? Yeah? We're going to try that. We're going to target Veers. Give him some wounds.
Imperial officer, take him out. Let's take him out.
Sam said it earlier, but the nice thing about the Rebel Z6 gun is that it brings effectively the entire firepower of a whole Imperial Stormtrooper squad with the Rebels in the form of one mini. Pretty useful if you're going to take attrition the whole way up there. That's going to be 6 white, 2 black against Veers. No aim or anything, so just raw. And that's going to be all misses.
Every single one? Dang. Did it again. Who knew?
That just happens to me a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah, statistical anomaly over here.
Well, what are you going to do? Guys, that same unit every time. These guys just, they can't hit anything, can they?
No, that's the same squad who shot before and missed every shot, and then now they took another shot and missed every shot.
These guys are... You're all fired.
You're all fired. You're all fired. All right, well,
They're the crew from Spaceballs.
Yeah, the crew from Spaceballs.
Found anything yet? Nothing yet, sir.
Okay, so I'm just gonna draw from my order pool. I don't want to use my one guy, and I'm saving Veers' activation to clear off some suppression because he has that whole rallying opportunity, so I don't want to use him just yet. Plus, he can't be shot by anybody except Chewbacca, theoretically. So, drawing from the tool pool. Core unit. You know what? Let's go ahead and activate these guys over here who are in a melee.
Punchy boys?
I want to try to get off those special forces off me, so that's what I'm going to take a shot at. Alright, so, melee. Stormtroopers are pretty good at that, as you probably remember from watching me decimate an entire squad of Ewoks in one single attack. That's one of my favorite memories. But it's going to be 5 black dice against the Stormtroopers. I'm not aiming because I'm hoping, there's only like 3 guys there. I'm hoping that I can wipe them out and then move on to engage like Han Solo or something like that. And really just stop them from being able to make it to that console. So I'm going to roll these dice out. And... oh, dang it! I should have aimed! That's 2 hits against the Rebels. 3 of them miss. It would have been the perfect amount of precision aiming. Oh well, okay. Suits me. I should always aim with Stormtroopers. You dang well know they can't hit the first time.
Only Imperial stormtroopers are so precise.
Okay, I'll take it. That's 2 white defense die. Surge to block. Just got to get something out of that. That's 1 block, so only 1 guy goes down. These troopers, they're ready to brawl.
Staying in the fight.
We can't last much longer.
Well, now his Rebel Commando Squad is in fact a Rebel Strike Team.
Yeah,
so.
that's a strike team now. It's a sniper squad at this point.
Yeah, alright. Well,
it's a sniper and a commander.
It is now your turn.
Alright, I don't really want to use Chewie yet, and that guy's worthless, so I'm just going to pull off the deck there.
That's the Special Forces.
That's the Special Forces.
They wanted
so
to
return
go.
the punch. Return the punch.
Line them up and knock them down.
Okay, because the Rebel Commandos have Courage 2, I'm not suppressed, so I will be taking 2 actions, one of which will be to aim, because I only have 2 black dice, and might as well make him count. He's not going to be able to shoot me with anything else anyway. Fire! That's a good thing for the aim. It didn't matter. One punch.
1 red dice. Here we go. That's a block. So they're just in a scrap right now.
We've all seen how good stormtroopers are at scrapping.
Yeah. If it was Ewoks, Austin, you'd be in some trouble.
That's okay. I'll let you shoot them all.
I mean, it's just 2 guys with a sniper rifle. They're not going to be able to punch that well.
That is true. That is very true. All right, so right now, what do I have left in my order pool? I've got my snipers, I've got my E-Web, and I've got these units right there. Alternatively, I could activate Veers and my Death Troopers. But there's only 1 Death Trooper. I was hoping to have the full squad of 3 be able to blast open some attacks right now. I would be forced to target Chewbacca from literally every activation right now, huh? So it doesn't really matter as long as I'm just gonna try to stall so that way I don't have to shoot Chewbacca and just drop in the pool and see who I get. So let's pull it out.
Special Forces.
Special Forces. That's gonna be these snipers back over here on the ridge, and they are going to shoot at Chewbacca, and they are using high velocity, which means those dodge tokens don't mean scrap. But you're still gonna have cover. 1 point of cover. You're gonna have light cover from these guys because sharpshooter 1.
I want those rebels dead.
All right, these scout troopers up here, they're aiming and they're taking a shot at the Wookiee warrior. Let's go ahead and roll them out. They do have surge. I think it's 2 hit. But that would block it. I mean, I might as well just let 1 go through, do a pierce. Let's get 1 point of damage on Chewbacca. Autocorrect, actually. I just went and checked my paper because I was like, wait a minute, do they have surge? They don't have surge. So I'm going to use that aim to reroll this dice. So I have to get another hit. Otherwise, okay. Same thing happens. He's getting a pierce. He's getting one wound, but I had to reroll it with the aim. There you go.
Okay, on my activation, I know what it's going to be. If I pull from the pile, this is Leia. And if I do anybody else, they have order tokens on them. I'm going to go with Leia because I would like to get her Inspire off. That happens right away after her rally step. That'll remove the suppression off of that guy, which means that he'll get his full turn, even though he is pretty much useless.
Han, this isn't working. What do you think our chances are? Put a scare in them, Chewie.
Okay, Leia has 3 black dice, Pierce 1, Sharpshooter 2, but there's no reason for Sharpshooter in this situation, so I need to hit pretty much all of these. Praise! Surge 2 crit, if I'm not mistaken, with Leia, so that's going to be 2 hits going in. Pierce 1, you need to roll both of these as successes or they die.
Alright, gotta roll these 2 saves out. Let's see what happens. That's 1 success but 1 failure, which means both troopers are iced by Leia's attack. That's a dead squad.
Brave. Not bright, but brave.
Alright, so with my current thing right now, it's either the E-Web, General Veers, or my Death Trooper. I need to buy my E-Web a little bit more time, so I'm going to go ahead and activate my final Death Trooper over here. And he's going to shoot. He has to shoot at Chewbacca because Chewbacca still has a face-up order token right over here, which means that he's the only valid target for me right now. Fortunately for me, though, he is using his grenade launcher thing, so it's going to ignore the cover Chewbacca's behind and hopefully just burn one of his dodge tokens. I know, it sucks, but it's what I have to do. Okay, so with this attack, I just have this red dice here, and I really just need to fish for crits, because Chewbacca can't dodge crits. I wish I still had those other 2 guys. Wait a second, hold on. Hey, I'm an idiot. Well, yeah, I'm sorry, I don't mean to curse, but I have emergency stems on these guys. I forgot about that entirely. It's been, we've recorded this over multiple days, by the way, so I just forgot. I have emergency stems. There's those 2 guys. They theoretically should be alive for this attack. Are you cool if I bring back those 2 guys back to life to shoot at Chewbacca?
Yeah, all right. I don't want to screw you out of an ability you have. You brought an expensive upgrade. It's super
expensive, and we've played this. This is like day 2 of shooting.
You're good, man.
So
go for
I
it.
need to. Yeah. Okay. So it's just gonna be 3 red dice, is what it is. They're still gonna immediately collapse after the turn ends. But the whole point of that card is to survive long enough to have your turn. So I'm going to go ahead and roll 3 red dice. Still same situation, it's just I'm hoping to burn more of those dodge tokens off of Chewbacca here. Alright, let's roll that out. So that is 1 hit. Is it surge to crit or is it surge to hit? It's just surge to hit, right?
So you still have your aim.
I still have my aim. I think what I want to do, one of those is getting... Do I think that I'll get another thing? There's only 1 missing dice on here. I might as well go for it.
Yeah.
I might as well go for it. My name's not Austin, so hopefully it doesn't show up a blank. Alright, let's go for it. Okay, yeah, so it ends up coming through. You're able to dodge 2 of them, but the 1 crit is gonna get through that you have to make a save for.
Alright, 1 save.
Okay, just 1 save off of this slightly bungled attack pool, and I'll dodge the other 2 easily. I've got a ton of dodge tokens. Let's just roll that. No save, but that's okay. Chewbacca's still got the health. That's just 1 more wound.
Effectively, what the emergency stems allowed me to do was just get rid of 2 of the 3 massive dodge tokens on this man's face. So I'm happy about that. At least now he's not immortal for when I get another activation to potentially shoot at him.
Alright, my turn. It is time to move Chewbacca. It is time to get out of there. I gotta get Chewbacca to that console. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna double move him. He's gonna sprint at maximum speed right up to that console. So that next turn he has a chance. He might be able to activate it and give me the full victory.
Alright, with Chewbacca up there and no longer taking all of my blaster fire, I have the opportunity to... Oh wait, these guys are dead.
Not them.
Not them. They are dead. But the E-Web is going to be able to activate. And you know what hero is in direct line with my guys? Leia, I hate your gosh darn vigilance. You're getting rid of it. By death, preferably.
Target acquired. Engaging.
Alright, I'm going to resupply my barrage generator to add 2 extra white dice onto this attack pool because I want to decimate Leia the best I can. And it's a suppressive weapon, but it doesn't really matter. Leia doesn't care. So, let's go ahead and open fire. Surge to hit, I know that. Might be crit, but I don't care. It's all the same to me. So these are 3 misses, 4 hits against Leia, Austin.
So that's 4 armor saves for me. Looking for surges or blocks. And that's all blank. That's 4 hits going through. That's Leia down.
Leia's out of here.
If I don't make it, get the troops out alive. No! No!
Their reinforcements are taking casualties.
It's alright, we all know Leia's not really dead. This is just a preamble. She took a wound before she made it to the shield generator this time. We're fine, we're fine. I've only got 1 guy left, so there's no reason to beat around it. It's this guy right here, who somehow survived. He was inspired by Leia, so he does have his full turn. And what he's going to do is he's going to charge up to that ladder. He's going to climb that ladder, and then he's just going to move towards the objective point. Maybe he can use the what's left of his health pool one last time.
Yeehaw!
Alright, I find myself in my final activation of this round, that being my commander, General Veers, very central on the map right now. However, I'm in a bit of a dilemma. I was looking over all my stuff here, and I have rebels all around me. Chewbacca is currently on the console. Theoretically, he has the best chance of hacking it, which would make it so that way he could get a potential higher rebel victory. However, in terms of the secondary goal for the rebels, which was to destroy the TIE fighters, there is no chance they are getting rid of those. In fact, they are all still at full health. So my elite fighter squadron will be launching for the Armada game coming up next. So I've already achieved a minor victory in that capacity. The real trick is if I can stop him from getting the hack by taking out Chewbacca, or I could deal with these guys off on the right to get a very clean Imperial win, because like having the least amount of obstacles on my board just makes me feel better. But at the same time, I still have snipers, E-webs, stormtroopers, all capable of shooting these guys on the side here. And General Veers has a 3 white attack weapon with Pierce 1. It's kind of pointless to shoot at Han right now. He still has those 2 dodge tokens. Chewbacca still has 1 dodge token. But he is still the guy that I think I need to target out. So I think what I'm going to do on this activation is have General Veers just hold position. He's going to aim and he's going to fire at the Wookiee warrior who's going to hack my console.
Slaughter the rebels!
Alright, here we go. Veers is precise like all stormtroopers, but he still uses those crappy white dice like all stormtroopers. So let's go ahead and roll this out. We're hoping for crits so that way he can't dodge me, but I'm okay if he does dodge 1 and then I can pierce 1 through. So let's just roll this out. Okay, so what I'm not looking for is that. So fortunately, precise allows me to reroll literally all of it and hope for anything but entire blanks. Okay, so dang, you dodge it. That's it. Nothing gets through.
All that.
No.
For blood.
All that for no blood. Okay, well, that is the end of this round. We're going to be moving on into the final round. We'll see if the rebels manage to pull out a minor victory or if the Empire manages to stomp them into the dirt, because we're going to have to find out.
The battlefield is bloodied and few remain. Each side sits scattered and it's all coming down to one final round.
Alrighty, here we go. Last round. We've got the exact situation we thought we'd be in this moment. You got your rebel forces on the command console. It's going to be the hack central right now.
Honestly, I'm happy about it because I was hoping to get a full rebel victory, obviously, at the beginning of this game. But once the ATST folded like a wet paper towel, I knew I was not going to get the TIE fighters anymore, and I just had to focus on that console. And I made it to the console. It cost a lot of blood of my soldiers and a lot of stress on my end, but I made it to the console. Chewbacca has a chance of getting this hack done, and then I can at least pull in a solid rebel victory rather than a minor rebel victory.
Yeah.
I think, I don't want to jinx myself, but I think I'm at the point now where you can't stop me from getting a minor rebel victory, because you'd have to kill Han and Chewie.
Yeah, that's kind of hard, especially because Chewie still has how much health?
Chewie still has 4 health left,
Yeah.
Han still has 3.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to pull off, especially because...
And you know when I'm going to be playing this round, because it's literally the only other command card in my
the
deck.
last console, the 0-pip one?
Yeah. I got it back from Chewbacca's Notorious Scoundrels last turn, and I'm going to be using it here, obviously. I mean, there's no reason to beat around the bush. I'm playing the sorry about the mess card. I need initiative here, and I need Han and Chewie to survive, and that gives them the best chance of survival.
Yeah. I'm going to be playing my last command card as well, Covert Observation, which means that the guys you're giving orders to, they're going to be suppressed.
It's just
so
Han.
It's just Han.
He can take
He's going to take 1 suppression.
I'm going to activate him first anyway.
Yeah, I figure he's fine. Plus his courage, it's overwhelmingly positive. So, all right, let's get into it. Okay, so just to clarify some things, a Covert Observation allows me to dish out 1 order token to either an operative or a special forces, and you might think, oh, it would be really good to put it on that Death Trooper over there, but no. I'm going to be putting my order token on this Scout Trooper over here, because these guys, I forgot so many details about them. They had HQ uplink this whole time. I just accidentally scooted him back a little bit, but he is going to activate HQ uplink on himself, so that way I have 2 activations this turn instead of 1.
That's a good move. And I'll be putting my command on Han, and there's that suppression token you gave me.
And then also you have an aim and a dodge, right?
I also get an aim and a dodge, which is going to get me an aim and a dodge on both Han and Chewie, thanks to their teamwork capabilities. So that's going to be that and that. There's a lot of tokens in this area.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Okay, I said what I was going to do and I meant it. I'm moving Han first. And the first thing he's going to do is he's going to move. Now, that seems a little odd, but I'm going to move him because he's already got an aim and a dodge, and he has steady. So I'm just going to go ahead and... Oh, am I in the light?
Yeah.
Just a halo around my head. So I'm going to go ahead and move Han. And he's going to go right there, right against that console right there, because he gets to attack for free, and he's going to shoot at that Death Trooper, and he's going to shoot at Veers. And it gets 2 dodge tokens out of that, which gives 2 dodge tokens to Chewbacca, and it leaves him an action left to try to hack that console. He might be able to do it.
Get to cover! Better be fast!
Okay, first things first, it's going to be 2 red dice up against the Death Trooper. This is DT F16, I think is his name?
Yeah.
Which means he has 2 health, so I need both of these to hit. I do have an aim token to make sure that happens. Hope for the best. Okay, that's a crit and a hit. I don't need the aim token. That's dead Death Trooper.
I've got him! Plenty to go around.
Okay, and next is Veers. I'm going to be firing off 2 shots at him. And these are more to get the dodge token than to do real damage, so I kind of don't care what happens here. That's going to be hitting a crit anyway. So, 2 damage to Veers.
What, you brought your whole army?
Okay, so because Han Solo does not have the repair keyword, he is making this hack check as a white dice. He's not very good at hacking, but he can always hotwire this thing. So, praise. No, he does not do it. That's okay. That's okay. We still have another shot with Chewbacca. We can still do this.
Figures. I've got a bad feeling. Too bad.
Alright, so, they're on that console, they're dodged up, there's literally no chance in heck that Veers can kill them now. Teamwork is a really strong ability. If you have the opportunity to take both Han and Chewie, take Han and Chewie. So, I'm just going to draw from my stack over here, because I just got to see if I can do something. Veers didn't even have an order. I don't even know why I was talking like he had an order. But we're just going to draw from the top.
That's your E-Web.
E-Web. Okay, well, the E-Web can't really see anybody except this one squadron right in front of it, so I guess it's time for these rebels, who can't hit a single thing, to die.
We must defend the shield bunker.
Alright, you know me, I'm restocking that barrage generator. Get some extra dice on there, so it's gonna be 4 white, 2 black, 1 red. Let's dish out some pain. Holy mackerel.
You're rolling like me.
Yeah, that's only 2 damage going into those rebels right there, which means that, theoretically, you can block it and have 2 guys survive and not get rid of the Z6 gunner, or just have 1 guy alive. So let's go ahead and roll that out.
Hey, I have an opportunity here. If I can block some of this, I might live a little longer. I'm still taking suppressive from this, so they're gonna be suppressed, but hey, I think you can get it. Nope, that's 2 blanks. That's how I normally roll.
At least the Z6 is out of there.
Sam rolled a bunch of blanks, I rolled a bunch of blanks. It's all blank. But the squad is still technically alive. There's 1 guy with 2 suppression tokens and a dream. You know, that E-Web has proven to be extremely valuable for you this game. I honestly got big props to that.
Yeah, I like it.
Pull from the order pool, that's going to be...
Core unit.
Core unit. Okay, so I've got the guy who's suppressed as all can be, or this 1 trooper up here who is ready to serve the rebellion best of his abilities. I think what I'm going to do with him is I'm gonna stop the stormtrooper advance. I can't really stop Veers, but what I can do with this guy is just charge him into melee with these stormtroopers, just so, and that way they have to clear 2 units off of them before they can leave.
We'll take them all! Keep it together!
Yeah, you may as well try and do something here. You don't have to dodge or anything, so I'm gonna go for a punch, 1 black dice, and hope for the best. That's gonna be a hit! 1 hit.
Alright, that's gonna be 1 red dice save, which is a block. So the rebel doesn't manage to do any damage to them, but they're still engaged, so he's doing his job.
Have courage, it's not over! You break them up, we're not lost yet!
Okay, well, stormtroopers, once again, they're just trapped up there. I'm just gonna drop my order pool. I want to save my sniper shot for potentially piercing and killing some Wookiee. But we're gonna find out. First, boom, core unit. You know what? Let's activate these guys over here to try to stop this guy from even having a turn. Because these guys, they are still engaged by the special forces, I know that. But I want this guy dead because he has been he's just die.
Keep going! Take him down!
Alright, and you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna reload the bazooka, and then they're gonna shoot him. Because I really want this guy to get exploded. Let's roll out the damage. Alright, they do have surge to hit. Boom, that's also a hit. So that's gonna be 3 hits against the guy. For him to make a save, he's one dude. Come on.
Okay, how funny would it be, though, if I made an unprecedented 3 saves on these t-shirts?
Yeah.
I mean, that guy living would just be absolutely... Well, no, he's very dead.
You made an unprecedented, oh wait, very precedented.
Very precedented
nothing.
3 blanks. And that guy's blown to bits.
Hostile dead. Good shot.
Okay, my turn. I'm going to be pulling...
Core unit.
He just got exploded by a rocket launcher, so put that over there with him. And then I got a...
Special Forces.
Okay, Special Forces. Hey, let's try and punch up some of these stormtroopers here. I don't like them very much. Do you?
I do.
Okay, 2 black dice from these guys. Surge to hit. I'm gonna aim.
Yeah, might as well.
Oh, hitting the crit.
These guys are my melee experts. Never mind. That's 2 dead stormtroopers.
Well, they finally have to go down eventually.
Yeah, I guess they do.
I'm hit.
Okay, so, no time to waste now. I was trying to mitigate the amount of damage my guys took, but you only have Chewbacca left, and he's about to make a hack check. So, there's no way I can kill him, but I can make him super weak. I probably should have, well, I guess it wouldn't have mattered because Veers didn't even get a chance to go yet, so... Yeah, I might as well take the sniper shot now. High velocity, gets through all of those dodge tokens, so let's just take the shot.
Take it.
Okay, so these guys have Hunter, so they automatically get aim. But I'm gonna take the other action as an aim just to try to hopefully make it a little better on myself. Because these guys don't have surge to hit or anything like that, so I'm looking for just pure damage here. And that's why. That was 2 blanks, so let's re-roll that. That's 2 pieces of damage. Pierce 1, which means that you need to make 1 save for me then. Or technically 2 saves is just, we'll see.
It is actually worse than 1 save. If it was 1 autosave, I'd still have a 1 in 6 chance of completing the second one. But actually, I need both of these to be saves for any of them to work because Pierce is going to eliminate the first one.
Yep.
And they're both blanks, so that was irrelevant.
Okay.
Enough for being so ugly.
Okay, this is the last turn for me, and it's the last turn that counts. This is Chewbacca. He's making a hack check. Come on, man. Okay, the mighty Chewbacca making a hack check. He's got red dice because he does have the repair keyword. We added it to him for this campaign. I don't think I can aim on that, can I?
No.
Come on, Chewie. Does a surge count?
A surge? Yeah, it's a symbol, right?
Yeah! Good job! Wookiee roar! I can't do one. I'm not capable of it. Wookiee roar!
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's a rebel victory, not a major victory. Nothing I can do. I shoot Chewbacca's bowcaster at one of the TIE fighters as it leaves just to piss it off. But I'm very happy with that result just because I've been scrapping for it since the beginning of the game. Oh man, it feels good. It feels good.
This is more like it.
Alright, well, the game's not over yet. He did get the minor little victory for his little rebels right there, but I still have some guys on the battlefield who need to dish out some pain. It's just me left, right? You've killed everybody else.
That's it, yeah.
So we're just going to look at the top here. That is going to be a core unit. That's these guys over here. They're going to aim, and they're going to punch, and we're going to get rid of those special forces, just so that way we can really make the rebels sting.
I mean, the game's over now. We hacked it. We won.
No. I want the rebels to bleed for this victory. There's no chance I'm letting them get away scot-free like that. So I'm just going to dish out some more pain. Reroll this 1 dice, please. That's still a blank. So that's 2 hits. I can theoretically kill both your guys.
Why did I aim? I should have dodged. I didn't need to win this melee. I got bloodthirsty, and now I'm paying for it. That's going to be 2 blanks. That's the special forces dead.
Yes, indeed. I like to see that. Let's keep this carnage rolling.
I'm hit! Ah!
Alright, and then my last guy going here is going to be General Veers, right here in the center. He's going to aim and he's going to shoot at Chewbacca. I'm looking for crits here, because if I get 2 crits, then he's going to take those wounds, and if he doesn't make a save, we've got a dead Wookiee. Alright, let's dish out the pain. Okay, let's try that again, except a little better this time. There we go. There's a crit and a hit. One of those is dodged. It's just 1 point of damage goes through, unfortunately, but that is a pierce. The Wookiee is really hurt at 1 HP, but he doesn't die.
And with that, the battle comes to a close. Chewbacca managed to hack the terminal and has gained a last-second bell-ringer victory for the Rebels heading into Game 4 of the narrative campaign series. Han Solo and Chewbacca make their escape from the Imperial facility, eliminating a group of stormtroopers who took down their fellow Rebels and push away from the combat zone. Imperial forces pursue after the dynamic duo.
Don't let Solo escape!
As TIE Fighter aces take flight to the combat zone. And, since the TIE Fighters were protected, both sides of the conflict achieved a victory condition, making the score 2-2 heading into the 4th game of our series. Which faction will come out on top? Stay tuned for our next battle in the series as we head to the conflict in space.